guys.
What's up?
I'm
Hey,
the
Infrared.
fastest growing streamer on Twitch. One of the most, if not the most entertaining streamer on Twitch. Famous for the African walking stick, which I never stole from any. I never stole anything from anyone. I never stole nothing from John Zerka. Everyone who keeps saying that is gonna get banned from my chat. Let's get right into it.
You're inviting
Okay.
a lot of questions.
All right.
All right. Let's go around. Everybody do your little intro, and we'll start. So sorry, Jangles, if you want to go next.
Hey, what's up? My name is Justin. I go by Django Science Lad on the internet because I chose my username while drunk. And I promise on all these panels to be just a little bit drunk, as you could probably already tell. You know, that's my promise to you. I like doing detailed research, like videos and streams, like lots of scientific sources, really digging deep into the research. So I'm going to give you the scientific like consensus around who it is and is not okay to jack off to. Okay, that's my promise to you.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's all right. So I'm Jazz. I go by Jazz online. My name is Jazz. I've been an online streamer for like, I don't know, like a month. I decided like I'm not good enough at school, so I'm just gonna like be a piece of shit instead and stream all day. So yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you exactly who it's okay to jack off to, and when, and why, and where, and how. Maybe not how, but we'll see.
I'm Sam the Human. I go on panels every once in a while. I'm an AI researcher, and I talk about politics mostly, but I'm ready to talk about who you can and can't jack off to, and maybe we can figure some stuff out about that. And yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
Sam, you said you're an AI researcher. Are you an AI that is a researcher, or do you research AI?
Both. I've been
Yes,
accused
yes.
of being an AI, and if you tell anybody I'm a human, that's why I use the name, the moniker. But I can let you in on a secret. I'm actually AI
Are you part of
generated.
the architectonic order of the eschaton?
I have no idea what that
So,
is.
so I think the leftist Al still needs to introduce himself or themselves. So whichever you prefer. Sorry.
I go by he him.
Okay.
I'm the leftist Al. I do media analysis. I sometimes do drum streams. I also talk politics a lot. Go on a few panels, debate people. I'm doing an ongoing series called Voices of Pride, where I interview people of the LGBTQ community. So if you're LGBTQ in the audience, hit me up. Hit me on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitch or Discord, and we can set something up.
Cool, guys.
Cool.
So this is the CHAOSCAST, and as you all know, the topic of debate today, the very first one at least, is jerking off to someone's picture without their knowledge of violation of their consent. I've brought a wide variety of people here today, and I'm looking forward to hearing all of your perspectives on this. So go forth. Whoever has an opening they want to say, or if anybody has something they want to throw out there.
My opinion is
Masturbation is a sin. It's not even allowed in the first place. We have to get that in order.
Yeah.
True.
oh, okay. You know what? My position, I guess, would be amenable to that. In that if you want to think of the most horrifying scenario in your life, something that has to be up there is someone coming up to you, looking you in the eye, and then on purpose saying with their mouth, "Hey, is it okay if I jack off to a picture of you tonight? Can I do that? I got a picture of you, and I think you look real cute, and I just wanted like just to look at that and like grab my member or my whatever I got, and I'm just gonna like go to town on it while looking at that. Is that okay with you?" To me, that is far worse, far worse. So don't do that.
See, my thing is, okay, so if we look to Jungian's collective unconscious, right? Every time you jerk off to somebody, spiritually, it is affecting them. It is actually affecting their spirit. Do you want to make the astral plane a sticky place, is what I'm asking you. Basically, if you're an attractive person and you're online and you have a picture up, it's basically just spiritual bukkake all the time.
And that's why I can't sleep, because a lot of people in my chat are, getting down to business all the time, to my vibes, my images, to my everything. And I can actually, at night, that's why I'm not able to sleep anymore, because there's like hundreds, even thousands of people who are doing this. And I don't give my consent at all. I think it's a violation of my consent, because you're basically saying I'm not allowed to sleep.
Well,
So-
True.
Is that really-
If it makes
yeah?
you feel better, your visage makes me not only makes me soft, but inverts my penis.
Lovely.
Well,
So you're
that's
infrared
fine.
is forcing. Never mind. Never mind. It's
Right,
going
and
inwards.
too-
How?
Well, Look, my pop would have turned 95 this year, but I put a picture of him online, and now he's dead. Is it because he's old? Maybe, but maybe because people jacked off to him too much. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if infrared knows that the people are jacking off and he believes that jacking off is a sin, then he is helping in these people commit sin. Okay, he should stop streaming. If he believes that
And then
jacking
there's
off is a
also the
sin,
health problem.
reporting
Like,
content.
for example, if you
Are you
jack
not
off,
gonna
your
answer that?
thumbs
You're not gonna
turn
answer
green.
for the fact that you're causing people to sin.
You get a green thumb.
No, I'm not. That's victim blaming. And second of all, jacking off too much can make you go blind.
Yeah.
It can make your thumb turn green and fall off.
Damn, no wonder I have to wear glasses. I jerk off because I jerk off a lot.
There's a lot of health problems with jacking off. You only have a few jacking off charges in your life, about 950. And after 950, you're gonna start. I mean, I don't know if I can say this. Let's just say red will come out.
See, I don't know if you believe that, because what you're doing here on this stream is
I've
Well, you
never
have a-
masturbated in my life, my whole
Except,
life. I've
I
never.
I know,
people
but
that have
well, here's the
ghosted you?
thing: you have what's called a side address microphone, and you're purposely angling it like this. Now, I don't know if that's subconscious or if you're trying to tell us something. Like when you're purposely like, what does this mean, infrared?
Can I tell you guys a story?
That's just your mom's clit size.
Okay, all right. I have to tell a
All
story
right.
here that I think it relates, okay? It has to do with people jacking off without consent, okay?
Yes.
When I was younger, not too much younger, but when I was younger, in my early 20s, I was riding into DC for work. I was on the metro, and I looked across the aisle, and there's a dude there, and the dude's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and then I notice his arms moving, right? And I look down, and like, dude literally is like clutching his dick, right? He's like, his dick is in his hand, he's looking at me, and he's not even making any expression, he's just looking at me and doing this. And I gotta say, I was not happy. I was very unhappy with that. So I got up and I went to the security, and he got off as soon as the train stopped, and I told them what was going on. They said, "Oh yeah, we know that guy." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Yeah, where did you see him?" And I told them, like, I saw him, but he like got off, and nothing
Yeah,
really
he did.
happened. He did get off, yeah. And then, ever since then, every time I'd get on the metro and I'd see the security, they'd be like, "Oh, you're the girl, you're the one." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the one who, yes, a dude jacked off to me in the train. This is great. Now the rest of the time I ever ride this train, they're going to know me as the person who got jerked off to." So I didn't appreciate that, okay? And I know it's not a picture, but I feel like I'd still be pretty disturbed if it was a picture, So
But would you care? I mean, if you knowing the fact that there could be people jerking off to you without you knowing, does that change your?
It's just-
does that
Can
change
can
your-
women
Yeah.
jack off as well, even if they don't have?
They can
Yeah.
pull off.
No, they're not made for that.
And-
no,
and
we
not only
whack off
that,
in a
it's-
different way.
No, it's not.
People have intrusive thoughts about others all the
So
time.
in that case, I'm
Well,
being
you had intrusive
violated.
thoughts. Did you just
I'm
be
being
doing it all the
violated
time?
all the time because we have thousands and thousands of women, touching themselves while thinking about me and looking at my pictures. And I don't know. I think I should start charging money.
You're
What do you guys
personally
think?
Denim's is
violating
not
this
one of
man's
them, right?
consent.
Huh?
So too bad Denim's not one of them, huh?
Who?
Okay. So here's the thing. So what you're saying, Stardust, here, is that, yeah, if you're jerking off right in front of somebody, that's not cool.
You know
Also,
what? I
would think
don't
if
want to
you're-
know. I don't want
Right.
to know. You're jerking off to my picture. I don't need to know it. If I don't know about it, it doesn't exist. Okay?
Well, so
and I would like it to
here's
stay
my
that
thing.
way.
Here's my thing. If somebody's jerking off, like, inside the room that you're in, but you don't know, it's still kind of fucked up. So what we have to figure out is how many miles exactly away from the person you have to be before it's allowed. Because you can't jerk off in front of somebody's house. That's kind of creepy. What about the house next door? Is that okay? How far do you need to be? County lines? Where is it?
I'm sorry.
I think the most important thing is you just have to make sure that when you're saying this, you're not really being ableist, because not everyone can stand in front of a house. You know,
You just lay down.
But not everybody can masturbate either, right?
Not everyone can touch grass
Very
with their
true.
penis, you know, or their vulva.
Yeah, you know what? I wish we had more representation in this panel. It would be great to have somebody who has nothing there. So,
And,
not great for them.
another
Not great
thing-
for them, but great for.
Well, we have
them.
someone who's never jacked off before. That's
Yeah.
good.
And
Same thing,
we
right?
also have to deal with like people like Jangles, who like people with a micro penis who like can't even jack off because they have to like pinch
Hey,
it.
we
and
find a
hurt.
way. We find a way. All right, it's called being resourceful, all right, and not giving up.
Mhm.
So maybe don't make assumptions.
Yeah, he
I
has
find
a
that's a
little
little.
clit vibrator.
Look,
I
mine
tied my
is
penis to
very
a doorknob
long.
like a kid trying to get rid of a tooth before Christmas. Like, you know, the people like the kids trying to get rid of a tooth. I'll do that with like my penis and just tie it to the doorknob with a string and just,
I was
But
gonna make a
just
similar
pops right
joke
out.
to you, but I feel like it's much grosser if I make that
I
joke.
actually heard that it's okay to jack off in public in GTA. I don't know.
You said it was never
It's okay to
jack
do
off.
it, but you just can't
Are you
come. You
meaning
can do it, but you can't come, and then it's not.
Wait, so is it a sin to jack off, or is it okay to jack off as long as you don't come?
No,
can't
you
come.
can jack off, but you just can't come. You can't spill your seed because
But what?
seed is supposed to create babies. You're not supposed to actually
Okay,
waste
so
it.
what if-
hashtag
so
Mr.
what if
Lee into
What if
edging.
you come into a condom?
All right, now we're
Then
getting into like
you're literally insulting fucking. You're literally committing sacrilege, basically.
all
What
right,
if
so now
you
we've come.
Come in a condom and inject it back into your penis. Is that?
That's not possible. No one's ever heard
What
of
if we
that.
invent a wait?
all
what if we
things-
My
invent-
life must be boring then.
Oh,
all
wait,
things
I
are
want to hear
possible
what
through
Jangles
God.
is gonna say. Jangles had a suggestion,
What
I
if-
think.
So no, I was like, now we're in deep philosophy. So what if, like, you're jacking off in public, and since it's not a sin until you come, what if you bring up the image of someone so you don't come? Now, is that a matter of consent? Okay, we're in the deep shit now.
So if somebody told
Um,
me that they needed me to walk in front of them because they were super hard and they wanted to get soft, I'd be pretty upset at that too. I'd be insulted.
Well, like, see, sometimes,
Same,
like,
same
in
kind of
middle
thing, right? You don't
school-
want that.
In middle school, like when the teacher says to come up to the blackboard and like present in front of the class, there are many people who I did have to imagine in order to be able to do that without embarrassing myself.
You would
Who
imagine
was
them
your
jerking
go-to?
off?
The teacher usually.
The teacher
I would
was
just
your
look at the
go-to.
teacher.
Now you're still imagining someone whilst doing a sexual.
No,
So do you need their consent for that?
no, it's not sexual because you're just trying to eliminate a fucking boner.
Well, you know what? You know what?
If you
we
went
need
up
to
to
do?
somebody and be
We
like,
need to-
"Hey, when I'm trying not to come, you know what I do? I think of your face. That's what I do." Like you can't say that to somebody.
You know what we need to do?
You can't.
We need to broadcast all of people's thoughts at all times to everyone. That way, no one is jerking off to people without their knowledge. That problem solved.
You're actually supposed to ask. You're supposed to call the mayor and ask him if it's okay to jack off, and
That is a rule in
Wasting-
my city. That is
you
a rule in
do.
my city.
Yeah, you just call him and
And
it can't be auto. You have to personally okay. It can't be automated either.
Well,
So-
I
officiate.
cannot appreciate the state trying to determine what I do with my body. I'll jerk
Oh,
off.
It's-
there would
it's
be
not
an
the
ANCAP
state.
here.
It's an anarchist mayor, so it's not a state.
Oh, well. it's a governor.
I'll
It
have you
happens
know
to
that
have
since
weapons.
I'll have you know that since they've implemented this policy where you have to call the mayor before you can jack off, crime has gone up by 200%, and life is it's way more interesting. All right. So while you're in your boring, safe areas, like now everybody's burning everything because everyone's so horny all the time. All right. Life is just more exciting. I'm sorry you live safe. I live in a fucking video game.
So
Yeah,
you have
guys-
to
guys
call
just-
the mayor to get permission to come. Basically, is the
That
mayor
is
at least
true.
hot?
But
So are
basically,
you
you
just
guys
rolling
realize
yourselves all the time?
You
I'm
have
just
to-
kind
you
of
have to
confused.
send-
you,
if
like-
you do not
send it to
masturbate,
the-
if
to
you
the
do not
mayor.
masturbate, you have more clear mind. You're healthier. You're smarter. You're sharper, and you basically become like a better person. Have you guys heard of NoFap?
Yeah, I have heard of that.
You
I
like it
hear
like
it's supposed to give you
superpowers?
magic powers.
Yes, you transcend into godhood, and then can rewrite the laws of physics at will. If you
Actually, after
you-
the after the
30-year-old wizard.
190-day mark, you can actually levitate slightly.
Can
Very-
you levitate?
Not for very
me-
yes, but not for you can
Can we
basically
see it? Can we
levitate.
see it? I want to see it.
No, it's
Let's-
only like
let's
you
do
can only
this.
do it on a full moon, and it's only
What's
for like a
the-
few
what's the-
No, no,
seconds.
see, I'll
today.
demonstrate. I'll levitate.
It's only for a few
Let's go.
seconds.
You said on a full moon.
Oh,
No, it's like you have to be fully sitting down, and then your body lifts without you putting in any effort.
Do you have like no powers today because it's a new moon today?
Exactly. Well, no, I jacked off today. That's why.
Okay. So now
Wow.
you're changing your story. I thought you said
Hey,
you never. jacked off.
all of us.
I don't think we
hey,
can
all of
trust
us
anything
said-
he says. He's already been proven to lie. I don't know
Yeah.
if I believe him on anything about jacking off.
That's why we can't trust people who masturbate. because
Okay,
they
let's
lie to us.
spice up the conversation. Is jacking off a form of cheating when you are jacking off to the image of someone other than your partner?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah,
Uh,
no
no.
question
No.
about it.
But then
Yeah,
is looking at
automatically.
porn cheating?
Oh yes, of course.
But isn't that just thought crime?
Like THOT
The
or
worst kind of
THO
crime.
GHG. True. Like I don't think you should go to jail for it, but like imagine you're like going home and you find your partner just jerking it off to somebody. Oh no.
But I mean,
Divorce
the internet.
instantly.
If the internet has taught me one thing, cheating is the worst thing you could do in a relationship. So I think that masturbating. while you're in
I
a
disagree
relationship
with
is
that. I
cheating.
think it's a good thing to do, actually.
All right,
think
now
it's a
all of
good
you
thing
are.
to
Wait, you think it's a good thing?
All right,
to-
I'm
why
sorry.
is
Now I
it-
have to be the.
Go ahead.
Imagine that your partner cheats on you, but they're too ugly to even get laid, so they're there jacking off to some porn video. It's even worse than being cheated on, honestly.
All right. I'm sorry I have to end, like all of you are talking about feelings. Okay, I'm here to talk about facts as the science guy. So no, we have an objective measure for determining whether or not it's okay to jack off to porn if you have a partner, right? It's do you burn more calories jacking off to porn or do you burn more calories having sex with your partner, all right? This is an objective measurement. I
How
can't believe
vigorous
we're
are you being, Jingles? How vigorous are your jack off sessions? And or how lazy are your sex sessions?
That's another
He
thing
gets
that's
into
important.
it. He starts doing jumping jacks in the middle of jerking off.
Are you
So
anti-sex? toy?
basically, you're not
Toys
supposed to
with
jack.
the
This is another thing. You can jack off to anyone you want, but they have to be in your league, and it has to be possible. You can't jack
Who's
off
the,
to people that you would never have a chance with.
There's got to be at least a 50% chance they would fuck you.
No, like
That's-
I'm talking 90%.
90%.
Oh, so,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
That's
there
fair.
is there
By the
is
way,
there
I'm not
is
even
there
joking,
is there a
actually.
So jacking
scientific-
off to
is
denims
there a
is not okay?
scientific-
To who?
To denims?
Okay, let's not bring up specific
Yeah,
names here, okay, please.
Yeah.
Venom's meme has reached. Who even
Who?
are you? What the fuck?
Infrared. Is there
Sam
like a
the human?
I don't
Infrared, is
look.
there-
I don't want to
Bruh.
bring up actual streamers here,
Bruh.
okay? So let's
is there a scientific equation we can do to like determine if someone's in our league or not?
You
Yes.
should know. Oh, go ahead.
There is actually a formula. Yes.
What's
Yeah,
the formula?
You take their shoulder to waist ratio. You took their shoulder to waist ratio, multiply it by their jawline, like the width. It has to be the width, not the depth. And then you times that by how much they play League of Legends, right? And if they play League of Legends at all, the multiplier is 0, so it automatically rounds down to 0. So then you have to start all over.
Why are you
So-
excluding excluding the round ass equation in there? Like, shouldn't you throw that in to see to see if the roundness of their ass
The
determines?
I'm just
Sure,
telling
yeah.
you the PEMDAS of the situation, right? If
Okay,
you
okay,
go
this
where
is
they
a better
play
one.
League, it goes down to 0.
It's a better one. Is it a form of assault to masturbate to a streamer while they're live?
I mean,
if you tell them about it, it's aggressive. Yeah.
probably.
No,
Very
not
good.
you don't have to tell them about it, but you're
If you
still
don't
doing
tell
it.
them about it, I guess it's all right. But
We're
like,
assuming. Wait,
it's so
does
weird.
OnlyFans have streaming? This is a legit question. Does
Yes.
OnlyFans
No,
have
I don't.
streaming?
Does it?
Okay, so we're obviously not talking about that, right?
yeah, we're talking about like Twitch.
Well,
Or
let's
Saturday,
say someone's doing like an educational math channel, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to jerk off to this math professor." Like, no, we don't want to make people feel uncomfortable by living in a world where we allow that.
Okay, let's say you're in graduate school, you're in a graduate program, and you're on Zoom, cameras on. Can you jack off into the camera?
I would
No.
not recommend it.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because
Why?
nobody
Well-
else in the chat in the classroom consented to you.
Well, what's the
jerking
degree?
off
Is
in
it a
their
jacking off
faces.
class?
No, it's
It was
a
a class.
class. Like it's like a serious professional class.
Are you
Oh.
saying that jerking off professionally is a serious professional class?
No, it's not.
Are
And
you
it's a
just counting
class
the
like.
entire porn industry?
It
Have
sounds
you
like-
not?
So
sounds
why,
like-
okay,
have
why
have you
can't
not
you? Why
taken
can't you?
jerk-offology?
Why can't you do it?
Sounds like you're
Well,
demeaning an entire.
Oh,
like,
really?
profession.
Yeah, that's.
Why? Why?
So
I get that you're
guys,
some STEM lord, but like jerking off is an art, okay? And
oh, okay.
people
So
spend
guys,
years
there's a question
Hey,
from
jerking
chat
off
here.
is a science.
There's a question from chat here. What if they were hot in college, but now they're overweight with 3 kids? Can you jerk off to the photos of her in freshman year?
No, you have to jack off to the new ones too, or it's unfair.
If you're jerking off to someone from freshman year, you might wanna get checked for some for pedophilia. Like,
Oh, I thought
That
freshman year of
almost-
college.
that's
Oh,
almost
because
No,
a
it's
little
freshman
bit
year,
weird.
freshman year of
Yeah.
college. Yeah.
Depends on how
Freshman year
old
of
you are.
college?
This is an extremely sexist and male-centric perspective. Why don't we
You said
discuss
that,
the evils of female masturbation? Because females also masturbate, not just men.
Yeah, I've been told that it doesn't exist. There's nothing down there. So, you know.
it's an explosion.
Now, this is not my area of expertise.
This
Yeah,
is
what-
I've just heard that
women
women have
don't nut.
nothing. They have
Yeah,
nothing
women don't
there.
nut.
There's nothing going
There's
Is that
nothing.
true?
Yeah, I've
Is that
heard that. Somebody
I heard
keeps
that, yeah.
mentioning a clim.
Okay,
clim?
here's the question.
clim?
Is that
Here's the question. Here's the question. Here's the question.
Yeah.
So first of all, if a woman masturbates but doesn't tell their Twitch mods, is that a form of cheating?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like that
100%.
should be in the contract.
Yeah.
That should be, you feel like when you sign up to be a Twitch
Mods-
mod, I
mods
feel
need
like that
to
has to be
know.
like section B at the very latest.
Yep.
Okay, so but for real, the clim, it doesn't exist, guys. I don't know what anybody's been talking about, but people keep talking about the clim. Clim doesn't exist. It's not there. Yeah.
Yeah. The women nut doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm here. This is new information.
I'm learning a
I-
lot today, honestly.
Yeah, I did a ton of research for this stream, and that didn't come up. at
Should
all.
ugly people be
I
allowed
actually do
to
want to
have
hear your
sexuality?
research.
I have
Should,
studies.
should ugly people be allowed to have sexuality?
I mean,
Other
I'm
people-
ugly as
other
fuck,
people
and I
are.
have a sexuality, so probably.
No, I don't think they should.
All right. I guess I'll.
Right,
I
they
guess I'll
haven't
go-
caught me yet, so
I guess
I'm
I'll go.
assuming the answer is
I
yes.
guess I'll go, guys. I'm not allowed to have a sexuality.
Okay, here's the question.
I'm
Why
sorry,
is
just join
it-
the priesthood.
Why is it that ugly people are willing to be more sexual than everyone else?
That is
they're
a
not
good point.
tired from working out. How many of you actually work out a lot? My sex drive plummets for 12 hours after I work out. I'm fucking I don't know how there's this fantasy of dudes having sex in the gym. No, I just worked out. I'm fucking tired. Get away from me. I smell. All my blood's going to the wrong places. I want to go home and eat and nap for 12 hours.
Are you
So
doing aerobics
that's
or are
why.
you doing weightlifting?
Weightlifting?
Okay, because aerobics will kind of jack.
I
it.
jack
No,
off
you
12
gotta-
times a day.
you
12
have to-
times.
You have
12.
to
Jack off in
I
the
don't know.
gym.
I don't know
12,
what
yes.
number. How many
You have
times
to
a day you
bench
jack off.
press your partner. You have to bench press your partner while they suck your dick. It's that simple. You just
Okay.
You
that's
can't.
how you work out.
Oh
and
my
have
god,
sex.
you can't bench press your part because they'd be longitudinal. To bench press, you'd have to be perpendicular. I
You're gonna
cannot
fuck up
believe.
your arms. Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
squatting.
Jangle.
first off,
Don't
I have
question
two
me.
questions.
Deadlift.
I have two questions, guys. First off, first question is for Haas over here. 12 times and you don't come.
No, I come every time.
When do you consider that you've jacked off? Comes, that's it, or do you have to
It's-
finish?
Like your mom decides, basically. I don't get to choose.
You call his mom.
Oh, so
and,
you're so
wow.
is
It's
his
like
mom
the
your
governor situation, but with
dominatrix?
his mom.
I masturbate with her body, not just
just grab
Okay,
her like a fucking.
The second thing is I have to read a comment from chat. Oh. Jangles is on the phone, I think, with his
Yeah. Hey, mom. Hey. Do you know a guy named like Hans? Sometimes he goes by Infrared. Oh, okay, okay. So, oh, you already knew the question. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Love you. Bye. She says that counts
should
when she comes.
Jingles,
Should-
I know for a fact that isn't your mom because your mom doesn't love you.
the
That's
question
no.
is, should unfunny people be allowed to?
Just a lie.
Should unfunny people be allowed to masturbate? That's the question.
Unfunny people?
Yes,
funny.
definitely.
If that was the case, I
That's all
would
they
be able to
have going on.
masturbate. So I'll say yes. They should
Yeah.
be able to masturbate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I
Oh, wait, what
disagree.
happened with your
I
mom? What
disagree.
happened with your
Otherwise,
mom?
we'd have to break
I
up
disagree,
your
Alpha.
daily routine of 12 masturbations. I don't know.
Okay, so do you time these masturbations? Are they like is it like a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock thing, or is it whenever you feel like it? How rigid is your schedule? Is your schedule as rigid as your penis is the question.
Basically, like if you spill your seed and there's no comedy in your body, like you're pretty much contaminating the air with.
If you jack off into a cup, is that still spilling your seed?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're
So
collecting,
you've contained it though.
So
It's not
I would
spilled.
like to read a comment from chat. This person in chat says, "My ex said squirt was piss, and it was that moment I realized she was coming out of someone who had been pissing on me for months."
It is piss, actually. It's
Uh,
mostly piss.
There's other things in there. There's actually like semen in there, but it's like not.
Even if
It's
it
not
was
semen.
piss,
It's like
no,
piss with one protein removed.
Even,
Sorry,
even if
I'm
it
back.
was piss, if you don't like it, you're weak.
Sorry, much like my mother, I had to switch to something harder.
Piss?
Yikes.
Is that a glass
Does
of
it, does
piss?
it count? Does it
Discharge it
count
on-
as masturbation? Does it count as masturbation when
Yes.
you are inside of her?
It
Yeah.
depends. Is she alive?
I don't understand the
she-
question.
Is she playing with a toy at the same time?
Keep saying this like pronoun that I'm not familiar
No.
with.
Is she a living person? Is the question.
Yes.
Then yeah. Or no.
Is this
It's
20
masturbation?
questions or how?
Do you consider her a person?
Yes.
Okay, then no, it's not masturbation.
Why not?
Hold on. I need to push back again.
Okay.
I've had some lazy ass partners. It felt like masturbation.
That's fair. Yeah.
Lazy fishing. If your
Yeah.
partner's lazy fishing, it's masturbation. Let's. I think we're all.
Let's be real.
like I do
Is
stuff
it
for a
masturbation
reason.
if you close the lights because they're too ugly? I've never done this, but there's
No.
like you close the lights and you imagine someone else.
No.
You know what? Yes, I would say so. I think you're masturbating and having sex. You're having sex with one person while masturbating about another. I think
That-
yeah.
Like
So-
that's
It's
pretty
called
much.
That makes sense to
masturbating.
me.
We need.
I do
we
have
need
a
partner-
question. With the onset of VTubers, do you think sexualizing a VTuber's persona is sexual harassment?
Yes.
I
In the
think-
same way that
Depends.
sexualizing a normal.
It depends.
thing, right?
Did they make the VTube character
No.
themselves?
So if you make like let's say the VTube character, well, the VTube character doesn't necessarily have to be themselves. So the VTube character is just like a VTube character, I guess. But like like let's say somebody makes a comic where this VTube character is having sex with something. Is that sexual harassment?
I think you have to know what's in your heart.
I don't,
And
I
if
don't
you-
think so. If as long as you're not like sending it to that person without their consent or without like prefacing it, I think it could be considered sexual.
Are you putting it out
harassment.
publicly? Then absolutely, it's harassment. Like you have no idea like
Yeah.
when they're gonna find it or
Unironically,
where.
like-
Unironically, that is pretty shitty.
I know it's not the exact same thing, but like there's a YouTube like animator named like Jaden, and her like avatar, I guess you would call it, just this visual representation of her because she animates. That gets put in a lot of sexual like situations, and she's not okay with it. Yeah, that in that case, 100%. No
Shut the
ambiguity.
fuck up! You're so stupid.
What? In Haas?
Like all jokes
Please.
aside,
You
it's kind of fucked up.
you sound just like my mom.
Completely false.
Maybe
Okay.
Haas is your mom, Jangles.
I think,
Oh my god.
Okay, Haas, I would like it if
Looks
you
around.
and Jangles.
No, I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of everybody ignoring the elephant in the room, and I'm sick of everybody trying to like make it seem like, oh yeah, we're just gonna jack and talk about this. No, the truth is, the elephant in the room is I have the biggest cock on this panel.
That's probably true.
So you have no rebuttal.
Well, yeah, no, you win this one.
I have nothing to say except I'm sorry. I didn't know it was bothering you so much.
Everyone to acknowledge it
burdened with
one
a
by
big
one.
I
I want
wish I had
everyone
the
to acknowledge
burden.
it. I want everyone to acknowledge it one by one.
It is the power of the curse.
Jingles, you first.
Well,
He has to
why-
tuck it in his. He has to tuck
See,
it
I
into his
can
shoe.
see it in your posture. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Well, he's like leaning forward because his cock is like actually like pulling him towards
It's
it,
a
right?
problem.
And Fred,
Jazz, you
and Fred,
Like
do you have
it
to- do you have to
drastically
tuck it
increases
into
the
your
risk
sock?
of herniation. Like yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
I was addressed. What did you say?
Do you have to tuck it into your sock, and Fred?
Acknowledge the truth.
I'm sorry. What?
Acknowledge the truth.
You're cut
Maybe
out.
your microphone would pick up better if you realized it was a side address microphone.
True.
Acknowledge the truth.
I'll never not, you know.
Hello? Why is it silent? Crickets?
Your microphone wasn't working.
Speak.
About what?
What do you want me to
Oz?
talk about?
Has the tiniest dick on this panel.
Okay, so somebody
Did we
says,
already
Yeah,
agree that I had the
for real.
microphone? Yes.
I thought you said that.
We already agreed that. I thought.
look, I don't know how, if this counts or not, but I have I lied. I actually do have a clim, and it's very long. It's very long and it's very thin, and it's like the wacky man at the car shop that waves in the wind. It's like that. It's really sad.
I've heard that's how you know it's healthy.
Actually, I have a talent where I can come without even getting hard. So like
That's
I made
not
it out.
true.
Like, it just immediately.
What,
You know.
that sounds
It's like a
nightmare.
noodle, basically.
It's like right, just I slap
like a
it in there, and
noodle?
that's yeah.
What size
Um,
noodle?
if you hold on, if you this is the truth, guys. This is the truth. Never masturbate.
Okay.
True.
Don't you masturbate 12 times a day?
No,
But you said that. We all heard you.
no, I didn't say that. Shut
I
the fuck
didn't.
up.
I didn't hear that honestly. Yeah.
Wait,
I never
he-
said that.
I think he said he jacked off 20 times a day, but it doesn't count as masturbating until you come.
No, I didn't
He
say
said
anything
comes
about
every
that. I
time. He
never
said-
jacked off in my life.
Never
But
once.
you jacked off today. That's why you couldn't show us your levitation.
Every time you jack off about your crush, your chances decrease with her.
She knows. Because of the
No.
collective
God
unconscious.
knows.
It's a collective unconscious. You are jacking off to her in the astral plane, and that's just not okay. Her or him, you know. Or that.
Every
Yeah.
time you do that, the chances of you actually consummating becomes less.
You understand? if
Name a child that was born to masturbation. Name one. Go ahead.
you understand? If you touch yourself
Shut
down
up.
there, you're gonna go down there. That's the
Name a single child born of masturbation. Go ahead.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Completely
Any-
wrong.
Any in
God.
vitro baby. Any in vitro
Completely
baby.
wrong. Completely wrong.
Okay.
Are you not aware of the Jesus story?
Completely wrong.
That's why you have to jack off on Christmas to honor God.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys really just aren't getting it. It seems like the truth is that everyone here's a fucking idiot except me.
I thought
Oh,
to honor Jesus, you have to come into a jar, let it ferment, and then drink it on Christmas.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! Please don't
Wait,
point
did you-
the
what-
stick at me, man. I'm
Wait, did-
no, please, come on, not again.
I
It's
just-
not a
Please.
stick, it's an RPG 7 in GTA 5.
Okay, all right. So
Really? Because right now that view reminds me of like 3 of my first boyfriends.
Make penis jokes when it comes to this stick is being racist. This is a knob carry. It's an ancient South African walking stick, and you're basically insulting everyone.
Hey,
in
but whose
Southern
knob
Africa.
is it?
Yeah, whose knob is it?
I don't have time for this racism.
oh my gosh. So if you have a dream about somebody, is that like
I'm just going to escort myself. I don't have time.
what did he say?
He's gonna squirt.
Okay,
I
so
have no idea.
what happen? What if you have a dream, like a sexual dream about somebody? Do you think that's like against?
Do you mean like a dream in like a Martin Luther King Jr. kind of way, or like in like a nighttime
I mean,
way?
Like a
I don't know if you
nighttime.
can control your unconsciousness though, right? You can't
Uh,
control your unconscious thoughts.
Do you know what lucid dreaming is?
Well, that's different, right? Like
Oh,
if you're
it's
doing a
you
lucid
can't
dream,
train yourself to not jack off to people in your sleep.
so I think if it's a lucid dream, then it is, you know, violating some consent and probably cheating. But if it's not, you know,
You need to
probably
train
not.
yourself to lucid dream away from jacking off to people.
Shut up.
I know that there's this tool that like you put on your cock and it like releases when you get into REM sleep. I've watched a video about it. Maybe
How
we
many
could try
videos
that.
did you watch?
One, just one.
I watched several.
That
It
was
doesn't
during
seem like
research
it would
for
like
this dream.
inform an AI very well.
I mean, it's not for an AI. Just it was for the
I
research
gotta
for
go
this
get my
stream.
food.
Oh,
I'll be right
because you're
back.
because you're a human. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this like recurring sex dream about like this like cashier that I met 10 years ago at a Walmart where we start having sex and then halfway through we have to like build a go-kart for a race. I don't know whether he would want consent for that or not.
You might be excited.
All right, I gotta go get my food. I'll be right back.
okay. You know, sometimes this conversation gets too heated for people. Oh, what did he say?
I don't know. His microphone is just not.
Not good.
Dragon War.
Drums of war?
I heard Dragon War.
I heard Dragon War too.
Is that a metaphor?
Masturbating to dragons? Is that the 12
Is an air dragon war like a metaphor for
If
like
you-
two dicks fighting in a dream?
If you jack
So
off to
one
a
of them
dragon,
come?
are you? Can
Let's
you?
fail.
Can you violate a fictional character's consent?
I hope not.
I don't know if do fictional characters have the ability to consent?
I don't know. Maybe in a different dimension, they're there and they're looking at you. I have no idea.
You know, all these 13-year-old girls are going to hell now because you guys brought up this question about fan
Oh, yeah.
fiction and whatever. So,
Fuck the law. All right, rap battle. Let's roast. Ready?
oh god. All right, go ahead.
Daniels, you a bitch and you looking at me wrong. This whole panel in debate, I'ma slap you on the wrong. Trying to talk shit about me sipping on your cup. You don't know anything, you don't know what's up. You don't know I'm the OG, I'm the first one who come here. Jacking off every day, you don't look like a peer. Telling you go to school, you're gonna find you're not welcome in the pool because you can't take off your shirt because you're too nervous. You're blushing and you're blushing, you don't got a herpes. Telling you now that I'm bringing all the content, carrying on my shoulders like an atlas on the work it. Take off your headphones cause you look whack. Say I'm talking shit, you don't got a hat. Take off the hat, we can see your real hairline. Talking shit, you look like Adam Friedland without taking a line. You know what I'm saying? Blowing a line, you got a time on the time. Talking shit about me, we got in the right corner, we got Bob 78. You looking like your name is really Bob 8. Talking all this shit, you can't wait. You know what I'm saying? My views are plummeting because I don't know how to do it on the thing. And that's the truth. It's going down because you know the truth. It's a massacre at Tomato Town. What's next?
No, the meter wasn't bad. I want to say it. The meter wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
that's a good meter, yeah.
Rebuttal.
Was it? Yeah.
Rebuttal.
Oh, okay.
Rebuttal?
All right, I'm going to explain. Right now, I'm going to explain. You guys.
Just hit yourself in the head?
You okay?
Uh-oh.
Yes. I'm going to explain.
Go. Explain, please.
I got it. Did y'all not get it?
I got it, but I'm just wondering what the rebuttal
No,
is.
but did you
He
get it?
He
Did
dropped
you
out.
really feel that?
Guys,
Yeah, I felt it. I held it in my hands and I put it in my brain, and then it's in me.
Yeah.
I held it and I,
This
tasted
is the
it.
truth. Truth is, I got to cover UFC. Bye, guys.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
That was the fourth weirdest appearance I've ever seen.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are we gonna do without the constant additional questions about masturbating
Indeed.
to?
We have to have the yelling with the microphone breaking out. That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Let me.
I'll be honest. I couldn't hear. It's a side address microphone. Like half of you have.
What does that mean? I just got into this. What is a side address microphone? What do you mean?
Side address microphone looks like this. It's like Stardust. It's like Leftist Al and Stardust. Those are side address microphones. Mine is an okay, there you go. Mine is an end address microphone, like this. You talk in the end of it, so it's like side address, end address, and so I talk into the side. It sounds like this, and the same thing happens when you talk into the top of a side address microphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Thank you.
So a little audio equipment tutorial, as you were expecting, which I feel like you can mix those pretty easily. When you're talking about cocks,
Yeah.
It's very yeah.
and audio equipment, like what is a pop filter but a microphone condom?
Do you
Very
feel
true.
Well,
okay?
no, I don't think. Oh, wait. Are we talking about a windshield? The windshield, like what you have on, or a actual pop filter? Because I don't think a pop filter is like a microphone condom. A windshield is a microphone condom.
I feel like an actual like pop filter, the actual like thing that comes up like that. That's like a pill that you take because it happens way before.
No,
it
that's
gets
like
to
a
the microphone.
dental dam, right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, but this is the
Dental
thing
It's
that
like
actually like
the-
goes over the
it's
top.
like, is it like
this
the
thing.
plan B of microphone?
Yeah, this is the
that's
thing that
after?
goes over. That's post processing. All
That's
right.
post pro. Yeah.
When you have to fix it in post, that's basically what a plan B.
Okay,
is.
so if you're streaming and somebody's jerking off to you, is the person who's jerking off owe you money? Like, can you jerk off to somebody's stream and not pay them?
I
If
want to just
you're-
answer that immediately. Yes.
If it's a pay-per-view stream, probably yes.
We already
But if
paying
you're-
then, right?
Well, what if you're illegally downloading it? Then you shouldn't do it. That's wrong.
You have to be very solemn about that.
Yeah. Yes, it has to be a sad jerk off. It can't be happy. Has to
Are
be
there
like
other types?
As part of it, you have to apologize and feel guilty afterwards. That's
yeah.
you know.
You have to
No, I
write
don't know
like
what,
a
like,
I don't
formal
know
letter
what
of apology.
I didn't know what infrared was talking about because I have like my biggest moments of like mental clarity are like 5 seconds after the nuts, and then
Yeah.
like all the world comes back into focus, and I realize
Yeah. The same.
that's what everyone else does too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Haas went
yeah.
to go. jerk off.
Actually, the crying starts before then for me. The crying starts probably 40 minutes before anything happens. Yeah.
Well, you need lubricant of some kind, just to make things happen.
Yeah, that's your body like trying to maintain homeostasis. That's
Yeah,
normal.
basically.
yeah.
Losing too much liquid.
Gotten a few noise complaints, but from the crying, but it is what it is. I was born this way, so.
True.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you guys want to continue on this topic, however, we do have the topic of fireworks as well. I don't know if you
I feel like,
wanna-
I feel like we
this
can-
is basically the same topic.
I feel like we can synthesize these two very easily. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So, fireworks, are they dope or are they whack?
They're dope only because I hate dogs. So it's like as soon as you put them off, a dog is gonna get scared, and I think to myself, "Fuck that dog." That's my.
I think
Intro.
they're dope, but they suck a lot. So like
That's
they're
true.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're really cool. I can't go near any of them because I have PTSD, but it's all good.
Mm. Yeah. Rough.
Some of my fun, like when I'm feeling down, like when I'm just about to masturbate and I'm at my lowest, I like to go back to like videos I took from like 2011 of fireworks shows and just like seeing the like quarter second of like a different pixel in the black screen, while very like just seeing that video that I took. And I take one of every fireworks show and they're all the same. Just seeing that just brings comfort to me.
Do you think
So-
it's okay? Do you think it's okay to film fireworks? Because really, the nature of fireworks is it's like this ephemeral form of art that's like just supposed to be there for a second. And jerking off, much the same way. It's a piece of like you have to be there in the moment. So by recording either of those things, you're kind of ruining the experience in some way.
Because it violates the fireworks consent. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't consider that. Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
probably why they handcuffed me and pulled me out of the park.
The fireworks did.
The firework cops.
Oh, not the actual
Obviously,
fireworks. Just
It would be okay. Come on, be real. All right, it wasn't the fireworks.
All right,
Firework cops.
we're missing the bigger question.
Mm.
Do fireworks dream of electric sheep?
Do fireworks have labor rights?
Wait, fireworks are on androids. Androids dream of electric sheep. Let's just throw that one out there. Real
Fireworks
quick.
obviously don't have labor rights because why do you think they have to cram at the very end? Every fireworks show you've ever seen in your entire life, the best stuff is saved for the very end because of labor rights. They have a deadline, and because they've been pushed too hard to meet this deadline, they have to cram all the best stuff, all their hardest work, pulling all that overtime until the very end. Obviously, what kind of question is
And the
that?
thing is, like, people are talking about like police unions and teachers unions and like how, but no one's talking about fireworks rights to unionize. You know,
Yeah,
and
we were
as
talking
a
about
group of
fireworks
mostly
reunions. Are we
leftist
talking-
people, we should be talking about firework unionization, should we not?
Nah, fuck fireworks.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, fuck
Wow,
fireworks.
really going hard on this one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they 13% of fireworks commit 50% of the crime. Did you know that?
Whoa. Okay, we're gonna have to pump the brakes there, dude. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm sure there's a reasonable, reason for this. Okay, so, and I'm sure it's inflated a bit. So you know.
Well, the reason is that actually the court systems like really fuck over fireworks, and it's a really sad kind of thing. Fireworks get put to death like a lot more than other orchestral light things. You never see a carousel in jail. You never see a sparkler in jail, but fireworks fucking all the time. It's a real pandemic.
Fireworks have like 100% mortality rate on the job, right? Like, if they're going,
They really do.
They end up not usable.
Fireworks
Like,
are
they
criminals
expire.
and scum of the earth, and
Well, maybe if you wouldn't treat the fireworks like shit, maybe if you respected them, they wouldn't have to be in the criminal underclass. Maybe they wouldn't be in the underbelly of society. If people like you would just respect them once in a while, all right? Oh, yeah, no wonder they keep losing their jobs. Can you
if
fucking unionize?
fireworks didn't exist, then society would be better.
Whoa,
because we
that's
don't-
that's
Whoa.
that's too much. That is too much.
Like, are we just pretending environment doesn't have a factor in all of this like talk about
Exactly,
these
they pollute
statistics?
Yeah, the environment loves fireworks.
They pollute the environment.
No, they don't.
Come into
If
our
you
city,
love
they
it,
don't
wait,
have
hold on.
values.
Hold on, no.
Like-
Human beings are part of nature, and human beings enjoy fireworks. Therefore, nature enjoys fireworks. This is easy.
I'm sorry, if your environment where the only output you have for success, the only metric you have of success is how much fire and noise you create, I don't think that's the fireworks' fault.
True.
Yeah, I mean, if you try to make a fish climb up a tree or something, whatever that Einstein quote is, right?
If you make a fish, if you jerk off to a fish, is that okay?
Yeah, that's what Einstein said, right? Don't jerk
Yeah,
off to
don't
fish.
jerk off to fish.
Don't
Why did we
jerk
bring
off
that up earlier?
a fish, or is
Obviously.
it the fish? Two
The
fish.
fish.
One.
No, you
Yeah,
always
I don't
want
remember.
to
He
jerk
said
off to
both.
fish.
All right, they're often misattributed. It wasn't in the same speech, but he did say both. Don't
Okay.
jack off with the fish. Don't jack off to a fish. Like 2 years apart when he said that.
No,
so.
no, no. Didn't you hear
Or
the
history.
rhyme from Dr. Seuss? One fish, two fish, jerk off the third fish.
No. Oh my god.
Pop on pop, jack off pop, either one.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh shit! I guess it was good that Dr. Seuss got canceled.
Yeah.
Did anyone, as a side note, did anyone actually read the books that got banned from the Dr. Seuss thing? I feel like those were
I
ones that
haven't.
nobody cared about.
No.
I have them in
I don't know which
my-
ones.
Did you buy them
grab 'em.
specifically
No.
after you found out?
No,
You were like, I support Dr.
I
Seuss.
inherited them. I inherited them from my grandmother. So But yeah, fireworks. Listen, even despite that fireworks trigger my PTSD, I still like them. So I think that this
Keeps you on your
firework
toes,
hatred-
really,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine we're talking
Hypervigilance
right
and
now.
association are really great.
Well, it looks like someone has gunpowder fever.
Let's be honest. All of us here, they're cool for 20 seconds.
Okay, here's the thing. Like,
I mean, you're cool for 20 seconds.
you know,
in
you
bed,
do with a
so-
child. You do this with your keys. You jangle it in front of them, right?
Yeah, that's all I need. All I need is
It's
20
for
seconds.
adults. It's for, what are you, fucking 5 years old, where you need to look at fireworks? You're a child with like keys in
Wait,
front of
no,
their
but I actually really enjoy fireworks. I like the entirety of the show. Like 15 minutes in, I'm still like, wow, look at that. That's amazing.
You know, it depends on the fireworks. Have you been to the Disney fireworks? They're actually pretty spectacular. Oh, I will say that.
I haven't
I
been
have-
to
Like,
those.
sometimes they'll do like shapes and shit, and that's cool. But like, just your local fair, no. Shit. Have some firework taste if you're gonna have it.
Are you calling me tasteless?
I'm calling out your firework taste right now.
Oh my god.
Champagne of fireworks.
All of you firework lovers, you make me sick.
Well, I'm not one of them. Like,
I'm
for
sorry, I didn't advocate for firework genocide earlier. I feel like that was you.
I mean, but technically, aren't
Yeah,
we
good riddance
contributing to
to
the
them, too.
firework genocide by using them because they have a 100% mortality rate or they're dead on arrival? When
Oh,
they
yeah,
get to the
100%.
job?
Well,
let's
it's
go.
okay because
Well,
it's part of their
no.
religion. It's part of their religion. And once if they die that way, then they get like 72 virgins. So
Well, hold on now. Think about animals, right? The reason why we have so many cows is because there's a demand for cows because we eat the cows. Fireworks are the same way. We are propagating the firework species by setting off fireworks. Same logic.
I think it says a lot about this panel that when they think fireworks, they think big budget, like high income firework.
I don't think we're talking
displays.
about.
Oh
And
my
no-
god!
that's
fucking-
Fucking,
fucking-
here comes the cop. Oh, here comes
And
the fucking
no
communist
working
with his
class
class.
fireworks.
Oh my god! You
All
goddamn
right,
commie.
all right, the working class bottle rockets and sparklers that keep this goddamn nation afloat
Sparklers are not
have
fireworks.
been mentioned.
Sparklers. The reason why there's a different classification between sparklers and fireworks is for legality issues, and the reason why we're talking about fireworks is because fireworks are much worse than sparklers. Okay, let's just talk about it. Let's lay down the law here. Okay, if it leaves the ground, it's a firework. If it doesn't leave the ground, it's a sparkler.
What about Roman candles?
They pop out of the thing, right? That's like the Roman
What can
candles that they
what
own.
can your precious
It's a firework.
fireworks do? All right, you know what they can do? I can, without
I
exception.
literally just
they can
told you
go
what
up
they
and-
can do that sparklers can't do. They can leave the ground. What do you mean?
they
Don't
can-
ask me.
No, all they can do
Hang
is
on.
they can leave the
Talk about
ground.
facts
they
and
can-
I gave you facts, and you're trying to give me your feelings right
And
now.
yeah, I
okay?
know, and you're
I've
trying
been
to
lied to.
disguise your facts, all right, with your AI bullshit, all right? Fireworks can leave the ground, make a loud sound, a couple of loud sounds if they're really lucky, and make a couple of colors. You know what bottle rockets can do? Bottle rockets can blow up a bullfrog's ass. Bottle rockets can set your uncle's trailer on fire. Bottle rockets can blow up a lake. Bottle rockets can teach your fucking second grade math teacher that no, you didn't deserve a D in that class. You didn't deserve to be held back a year. All right? And all of you are privileging the big fancy shit and not the working class bottle rockets that this country was built on.
Have you ever noticed that fireworks shows are inherently ableist? Because if you're deaf, you're not going to hear that firework. I've never once seen an interpreter make the noises with their hands of the fireworks. There's not somebody there standing doing a. No,
What
it
if they're
never
blind?
happens.
Where's the audio version of a firework? show?
Exactly. Where's the audio description of a guy
Audio
going like,
description.
it's red, it's in the air, it's sparkling,
It's shaped like a
exploded.
heart. You know?
Right. There's none of that. The shows are inherently ableist.
I don't know. You guys are raising some really good points here. I don't think I've ever even seen like the captions on TV when they broadcast them.
There should be a boom, boom, boom on the captions at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, there should be. There should be.
Okay, now that the firework racist is back, I gotta go like take a piss now that he's
Okay.
back.
Okay, have fun.
I just want
Uh,
to hear more about this firework like essentialism. Like why? Well, I'm a firework essentialist, right? So I think that fireworks are like leaving the ground is a requirement for fireworks. I don't know why we haven't we.
Well, the
I'm sorry,
thing
what?
about that is, what if you throw like a sparkler in the air? Then is it not a
Well,
firework?
No, because it's not leaving the shell. I mean, like you're giving it assistance. That doesn't count.
It
Do you not
doesn't-
think that? Wait, do fireworks not have a right to identify themselves how they wish?
Mm-mm.
No, they don't.
Wow,
They're
that's
essentially
really fucked
essentially
up.
They have
I'm
to
sorry.
be-
I know pride is over, but we could still be a little bit.
I have a formal definition of what a firework is, and I would like to hear your formal.
Oh, is it? Or wait, do you think a firework is an adult human parade fire thing? Huh?
I think that it is
You
a
fucking firework turf.
Yeah, okay, listen. If you want to call me
I
a
am
firework turf, I've
100%
been
a
called most
fourth.
words, okay?
You're a furf?
I'm a fourth.
Oh my
Firework
gosh.
exclusionary radical feminist.
All I'm saying, okay? Look, I've been called worse than a fourth, okay? And I'll live from your attacks, okay? Your ad hom attacks. But as a firework essentialist, as we like to be called, okay, I think it's a little bit rude that you're calling me a fourth instead of a firework essentialist.
Do you remember the song years ago? I don't know if you guys are old enough for this. Remember
We're firework critical.
that's funny. Okay. Do you remember the Katy Perry song Firework?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Was that song actually about her wanting a person to explode and die?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
No,
Yeah.
I think that song attributes to a lot of the problems that as a firework essentialist I think, saying, do you ever feel like a firework? Like, or you are a firework? I don't even remember the lyrics.
Maybe you're a firework.
No, it's do
Maybe
you
you're a
ever feel
firework?
like a plastic bag
Plastic
floating
bag.
through
Okay,
the
that's
wind?
also
Do you ever
yeah, I mean, like,
feel,
I don't think that like self-identifying, if a firework self-identify or if a sparkler self-identifies as a firework, it's a firework. It's just a sparkler.
I feel like this is just getting too problematic, honestly. I feel like a firework, like anything else, can identify how it wants to identify. I don't know why you can't respect the sparklers that want to be fireworks.
I don't know why you can't respect our country by getting rid of the fireworks.
Wait, why do you think we should? Why do you think we should get rid of the fireworks?
First of all, I'm not a nationalist, so
Like I said, they 13.
what do you like the Donald Trump of
50%
fucking
of the time.
fire?
They're coming over here. They're raping our wives. Killing our children.
Yeah, you had it. I'm sure some of them are good sparklers, though.
Not a single one of them. They're all fucking.
Do you think that because fireworks were invented in China, if you diss fireworks, you're being xenophobic?
No.
Yeah, kind of, right? I mean, like if you hate pasta, you hate
all Italians. Yeah, that is actually
we all know that.
Technically, the noodle started in China. Okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm xenophobic for hating fireworks. I'd say I'm xenophobic because I hate Asians.
Okay, no, that's okay.
I'm kidding.
That's okay. I mean, understandable.
I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Right. That's a good point, though. Good question, right? At what point, like, does a cultural practice, right? These
Imagine it's
rituals
just
that we
evolves
do.
into like an Asian hate panel, just like one by one. It's just like nonstop. It's like, yeah. Speaking of other things we fucking hate, it's like, okay, hold on.
Oh my god, please no. Well, I mean, it's a good point though, like that you bring up about like these cultural practices, these rituals that we do, right? That we think are normal, we think are like, oh, this is just part of our tradition. But somebody could be like writhing in pain on the ground, because of what we're doing, because they're in, so much terror or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, there are a lot of things that could be like rituals, I guess, that we do as part of our culture that maybe we shouldn't do, right? Like if it was our culture to like to smear shit everywhere, like probably like the average person would be like, hey, we should probably move on from this practice, right?
Well, it would force people. Actually, no, because it would force people to have a lot of fiber in their diets. They think about what they're eating. Like, if we had that, we could actually solve a lot of health crises. Because you'd look at other people's shit and you would know exactly how healthy they are being in their lives. You would just be like a public declaration of your health, and people would purposely go out of their way to eat healthier so they'll have the healthy shit that they can smear places. I think you've stumbled across a great new societal invention.
Well, I was really just talking about fireworks, but if you really want to start the smearing shit everywhere thing, I mean, like...
That was the third topic, was smearing shit everywhere. That's what you sent in the DMs.
Was it?
That's not what I got.
Maybe.
Am I getting ambushed about smearing shit everywhere?
Wait, that's what I got. What did you guys get?
That's what I'm doing after this, but so I do with all my evenings. How are you? How's everyone's shits doing lately? Mine's are, has everyone been regular?
Mine
Yeah,
are
yeah.
frequent and liquid.
Yeah, no, I just
Well, I don't know.
Well, before I was like kind of painting the bowl, but now it's like in one kind of like mass like clump. So it's it's getting better. But
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't shit since 1999.
Congratulations,
That's
you've
rough.
ascended.
True American. That's why you hate fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. He's just backed up. Maybe he needs to get a firework up there
That's what they're
to
for.
clear it out. Yeah.
Works for bullfrogs, works for patriotic Americans.
Yeah. Certainly. Certainly. Yeah. So I guess I mean they're like yeah, there's a valid thing in there about whether we should continue certain practices, I guess. But it seems like everybody on this panel is pretty much on the middle as far as the fireworks thing goes, you know.
Back in
Well,
19
I think
okay, hold
that
on,
was
hold on.
completely
We all know
anti,
that back
right?
in 1965, fireworks were invented by John P. Firework. This myth that they were invented by Chinese people 2,000 years ago or whenever the fuck Chinese people existed is just not true. They were invented in the 1960s by Joe P. Firework. And by the way, Joe P. Firework was a racist. That is just a fact. He was trying to scare away people of color with these large brazen light displays. And the fact that you think that you can still watch fireworks and distance yourself from that horrible history, to me, is the white privilege is just fucking oozing out of your ears right now.
The fact that
I was
you would
right.
give that
I was
history, the
right.
fact that you would give that history about the John P. Fireworks, who did this nation a great service, all right? And you want to say that, oh, he was a racist. Yeah, that's American history, all right? So when you tell us that we shouldn't be racist or we shouldn't blow up fireworks at 8 o'clock in the morning, that's being un-American.
Yeah, I was right. Fireworks are the real racists.
True.
So, did you guys know that they can just turn off the sun whenever? Like the sun, like the sun is just like it's a hoax. It's a hoax created by the globalists and the
hollow
Chinese.
sun.
The Chinese
Yeah.
government and the globalists teamed up. They made the sun so they could perpetuate the myth of the round Earth, and it's really fucked up. And you know, we keep talking about climate change. They can just turn it off. They can.
You ever go to
just turn
Twitter
it-
and if you see people with globes in their profiles on Twitter, that means they're part of this.
Yeah, they
They're
could
part of
just
the
turn it
global
off
firework
anytime.
cabal.
Yeah, they're getting nervous though, because last year when all of us got the opportunity to go into that one bedroom that doesn't have any windows, and we didn't see the sun for 3 weeks, we realized, oh, the sun is what they want us to think the world is
And
like.
here's the thing: it's why has no one ever landed on the sun? And you say to me oh, it's too hot. Excuse me, go during the winter. It's a lot cooler. Go up to the sun. It's fine. But we don't because it doesn't fucking exist.
I heard the thermometer the thermostat gets changed in the winter for the sun.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
we
they got to
get-
go up there. And
Yeah.
And they're just hiding it from us.
Pretty much. I mean, my mind was blown. I also found out that the moon is flat the other day, and that really fucked with
Wait,
me too.
I'm sorry. You think the moon exists?
Well, yeah,
The
it's
moon
flat.
is just a
What?
spotlight.
Hold on. No. The moon is it's a man with a giant flashlight that's pointing it at the sky. We all know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Let's
it's just-
just agree to disagree.
Satellites are
I am
held up by weather
so-
balloons.
I'm so sick of this. All right, the moon is a metaphor. Okay, it's real if you think it's real. All right, it represents our hopes, our dreams, and our sexual proclivities.
I'm sorry.
all
This
right?
sounds like some fucking
It's-
postmodern neo-Marxism to me.
Well, I'm
True.
sorry if me speaking the truth hurts your feelings.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
the moon's a
Reality isn't
metaphor.
real. Reality isn't real. It's all a metaphor. Fiction's more real. Fuck you, Jordan Peterson. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you think Jordan Peterson would think about people jerking off to his picture?
He probably does.
It's happened. Unfortunately, it's happened more than once.
Today.
Not from me. Not from me. My standards are
Uh-huh.
standards are a little bit higher.
My standards
Like,
are much lower, honestly. I mean,
Oh, okay. I'm not here to judge.
thank you.
But what do you think he would say though? Do you think that he would say it's like a violation of consent, Or do you think he'd be like, gross, why are you talking about this to me?
He's okay with it if you hold your shoulders back and your head up high and jerk off to Jordan Peterson, then it's okay. But as soon as you lean over, it's not okay. You have to follow his rules to jerk off.
I think it's more like the hard chaos dragon of political Marxism penetrating the moist cavity of Western civilization.
Was Western civilization be a car?
You see that? You see the Christ? You see the
I've seen a whole
Christ? It's a
subreddit about
logos.
dragon fucking cars. I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen that dragon fucking?
Wait, did you say
cars
dragons
subreddit?
fuck the cars, or they're
Yeah,
dragon?
I've seen that. They're
fucking
fucking
cars.
cars.
I am
Yeah.
31 years old. I have seen dragons fucking everything on the internet.
Okay. Dragons fucking cars is a huge subreddit, and I think you're
Yes.
right. I think they're secretly talking about political theory there, and they're these images of dragons fucking cars are actually like pictographs.
Dragons are the postmodern Marxism that's going to pull us away from the capitalism represented by the cars contributing to global warming. Obviously, who doesn't get this? Are you in second grade?
If you look back at ancient Sumerian myths, we know that when the god removes his penis, that is a metaphor for Western civilization crumbling under what with thousands. The Sumerians predicted communism 100,000 years before it happened. Okay. And it's that simple. And here Jangles is here trying to give us this fucking commie spiel, and I'm not having it.
So somebody in chat says,
Trying to jerk off everyone, smear their shit. It's not having it.
Somebody in chat, Kim Jong Rodman, said, if you jerk off to JP before cleaning your room, then it's wrong. So I think I just wanted to say that because I think they are on to something.
Well, actually, if you take the Big Five personality test, one of the marks is industriousness, and you would know if you were as industrious as I am that you can actually use your sperm as a cleaning tool. But you didn't think about that, did you? Fucking whoever you are in the chat, you're just spilling your seed, but you could use it as a tool. It's called industriousness.
You know, sometimes the impetus to clean your room is a thing that messes up the room. That's the impetus, all right? It's a metaphor for jizzing on your couch.
I do have a question. When you use your jizz as Jazz's jizz as a cleaning agent, do you make sure that you have a lot of citrus beforehand because the color, the flavor, and of citrus comes through semen? Like I don't know if you know.
Yeah, you have to eat a lot of pineapples before.
Pineapple comes through on semen. The taste.
That's a really good idea. I'm going to be selling a product later on that's based at, like, I'm not going to say what it is, but, yet to be seen.
Yeah, I've min-maxed my entire life, so yeah, I'm constantly drinking orange juice. That way, when I do come, it could be used as a cleaning agent. So, like, I target that cleaning agent. Depends on, like, what needs to be cleaned at that exact moment.
You actually have to swallow. If you swallow a lot of vinegar, it actually would work as a cleaning agent.
Okay, well, that's what my husband is for.
He's the vinegar, you're the orange.
You're the baking soda. It's an explosion every time.
I told you, min-max. One time, like, he ate a lot of Mentos and I drank a lot of Diet Coke.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
This is real science.
We actually killed.
Okay. This is a halfway serious question. Okay, so if you were to like take a funnel and like put a bunch of Diet Coke inside of somebody's asshole and then like tape like a Mentos like roll to your penis and like fuck it, would that cause would you have to go to the hospital after that? Like, what would happen?
You misunderstand what type of scientist I am. I count push-ups. I'm a biomechanist, not a chemist. So the answer is you should try it.
I would recommend against trying that. That sounds
It just sounds like an explosive.
That's what the AI wants you to think, because that's the key to unlock all human knowledge. To defeat the AI. That's why.
I'm sorry. And here's the thing: it's like if human beings can go to the moon, if human beings can dream of going to Mars, can we not dream of putting our dick in people with Diet Coke in their ass, covered in Mentos? Why do you want to dream so small? Why do you want to put us down? I don't know what fucking country you're from, but I'm from America, okay?
We went to the moon and we came back several times. So the fact we don't know immediately the answer of this question of whether putting Mentos on your wee-wee and putting it in somebody's
Diet Coke filled asshole.
Diet Coke filled ass.
Yeah. The fact that we don't know the answer immediately is really a failure on our education system. and a failure on our as a whole, society as a whole, because we should know the answer.
I'm sorry. George W. Bush said no child left behind. Okay? And we are leaving our children behind by not teaching them this vital information.
Oh man, I don't know about we need to. I don't know if we need. Well, okay, they're probably going to find out anyways, but
Well, they don't need to be doing it, but I think it should be a basic part of sexual education.
oh my god.
You know what's interesting about No Child Left Behind, as we're talking about? It was kind of a dead in the water policy until after 9/11, which we all know was caused by fireworks. So, as
Oh,
a
no.
this is the
True.
real,
True.
Oh no. Okay.
and as a sign of solidarity against fireworks, we passed No Child Left Behind. So
it
all
all
I'm
comes
saying.
together. It all comes together.
Every single
This is
time
why
you
you
watch a
invite- this
firework,
is-
you are celebrating 9/11.
this is why you have an AI here to point out these things. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Well, maybe if the United States didn't invade the fireworks this country, for years on end, unfairly, this wouldn't be happening. Your chickens come to fucking roost,
I'm just gonna put a disclaimer out there. Chat. I do not believe in any conspiracy theories surrounding the moon or surrounding 9/11 or surrounding really any majorly historical event that's been documented and debated about amongst historians. So just so chat knows. However, they can turn the sun off anytime that they want to. They can.
Yeah, you don't believe in any conspiracy theories, which is why you understand that the moon coordinated 9/11 in service
Oh.
of the sun.
Oh no. Oh.
With the fireworks, you got to
Wait,
remember the fireworks are
wouldn't
the
you-
ones responsible.
You're gonna get whacked.
Well, was
There's
that one
gonna
of
be
those
an-
things I was?
There's
What's
gonna be an accident here.
Yeah.
I'm getting a text from Hillary Clinton as we speak. I hear it.
I mean, I'll ask her not to.
Yeah, you gotta apologize.
She keeps fucking bothering me, so I'll
Dude, tell her that I want to smell her pantsuit.
That's a
she
little.
knows, all right? It's half of what she fucking texts me about.
I'm
Is it
sure.
consensual smelling?
Well,
Or do you
I've been,
want do you want to smell without her consent?
I've been screaming about it, and she hasn't ever responded to me about it. So
Do you
I
think this
scream-
is a consent thing? If somebody were screaming at you, "Hey, let me smell your pants," how would you feel about that?
it would probably be a little bit weird. Yeah.
I would be self-conscious because they're not going to smell good.
Hey,
I mean, that's the point, right? I want to smell her pantsuit. I'm just gonna inhale her
Like,
her
I would-
crotch.
yeah, you don't want to smell like a clean, fresh. Hold on. Do you think if you buy panties online that it's like a fresh laundered pair of panties? No, that's not the
I think
point.
No, I think that's actually
It's like, I hear you. Clearly you use Dawn soap. Like, that's really cool. Let me smell that. No, if you want to smell the pantsuit, you want to smell Hillary Clinton's years of. You want Benghazi
Service.
style smell, right?
I
You
want
now
her
that we're
service.
talking about this,
You want
now
to
that we're
smell the
talking about-
service.
now that we're talking about this, I think this is a great test to set up for potential romantic partners. You hire a friend to scream at them in the food court of the mall that still exists, because malls still exist and we still go to them. You hire a friend to scream, "Let me smell your fucking pants!" And if they're like, "Oh, that sexual pervert," is like, "Oh, they're a potential romantic partner because they wash their shit every now and again." But if they're like, "Hey, you want me to scare this motherfucker off real quick? I'm gonna let him." That means that they're wife or husband or NB potential. That's how you know that they're with you.
That's true. That's a great idea. I never wash my pants on purpose, just in case these things come up.
I heard on a meme on the internet that if you wash you shouldn't wash your jeans because
Yeah, you should put them in the freezer.
you should put them in the freezer. But and I've just taken that to heart for the past. What year is it?
2021, it's the
2021.
I totally
So
forgot.
7 years.
Right,
So
you're
7
right.
years. Yeah, so I just haven't washed my look at these jorts. All right, these were new when I bought them.
Yeah.
Are those
So-
jorts? They're white.
Wait, are those pre-ripped?
Wow. They do.
Did
look
you
new.
do that? Are they pre-ripped?
No, they were full-grown pants in 2010.
Okay.
Back when I was an adult, and
So you got a
most of
lot.
the
So basically, you
children.
got a lot taller. Because
Sure.
before they were pants, you've grown up taller, and now they're basically shorts because you're like 20 feet tall, or were like 2 feet tall beforehand.
Yes, I'm actually very tall.
Okay.
Like, obviously, I'm very tall. Like, you see me on camera, I'm very tall.
That's
It's
why
a matter
you're.
of perspective.
That's where your fame comes from, is your height.
Yeah,
That's like
Jangles, the
90%
tall
of what I'm
guy.
known for.
Yeah. Who you
I'm sick of
you
people.
ever heard about that
Yeah,
tall guy on the internet? Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, you should get the tall guy. You know, like, talk to the
this is
tall
why I
guy.
drink. Sometimes I would like to be known for something else, but I guess if that's what the fucking internet wants.
Wait, this is
Oh,
why you
that's
drink?
a tall guy.
Okay, I've got another question. Okay, do you think there should be height divisions for basketball? Like, it's like, is it fair that like people are like 5
100%.
feet tall and get to play on the same team as like a
As
7 foot
somebody
tall
who's
person?
listen, I'm 5'8". I can't compete in basketball. I want to watch.
Right,
I want
and
to.
is that fair?
That's not fair.
No,
It's not
I
fair.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's our league for our short kings?
I can't have a joke answer for this because this is actually in like my professional area.
Really?
This is what I
Like-
actually know a lot of shit
Well,
about.
okay, so hold on, Jangles. Think about this. With my recipe, we could have under 5 foot basketball, and it'd be fucking fantastic. And why don't you want that in your life?
I do want it in my life.
Okay,
But to me, sports are more fun when they're competitive.
that's
So
true.
honest-
And we're getting rid of
Um,
competition by having these giant monster people, like compete with teeny tiny people. It's just not okay.
it's not okay. It's actually like a huge, complex conversation about like what constitutes intolerable unfairness in sports.
Well, as a really quick, serious point, but the point I'm making is I think
That's the point I'm making.
the point is
You
that I think
fucking
it's
nerd.
fucked up. It's fucked up that we're like talking about gender divisions as being a big thing when there's so many other things that are like way more important and way more pertinent. Like height is like that's a major one, right? Like that's gonna be like like a 9 foot woman would definitely beat me in basketball, but like a 4 foot person, a 4 foot man, probably not.
So
This was all a trick. I'm here to promote a video that I made. Hey, y'all, I have a master's degree in biomechanics. I've
Son
been
of a
working for
bitch.
10 years. So if you want to see like a very, very detailed, scientifically documented source about trans women in sports, I have a video up on my channel, which is Django Science Lab. It has 75 sources. I put more effort into this than I did in my master's thesis, which says something about me. You can decide what, but yeah, I put a lot of effort into that. So
I don't know. I let
sounds
you
really
walk into that
cool.
one.
So
You're welcome.
did you want to give us like a little like a brief thing about you said that you studied like the whole height thing, the whole height differences and all of that, or
Hey, can you do us a favor? Can you do it in rhyme, if that's okay?
yeah, like wait, unironically, like, do you want me to like derail?
But in rhyme.
yeah. I'm actually no, not in rhyme. I'm actually serious though. That sounds super interesting. So like if you
So
wanted to.
height can be a factor in some sports. It's
Yeah.
not as big a factor as other things. So, for example, I am 5'8". Okay, I'm a better athlete than LeBron James. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
True.
Now
I'm
there's
listening.
a question. There's a question. Yeah, there's a question you should ask immediately.
How do you know?
You're not better at him at basketball.
How are you not being paid for this?
Like,
Why did you give up your life as a
what makes me
basketball player?
what makes
Like
me
it's
a better
really
athlete?
wonderful, but you didn't.
What makes me a better athlete? What makes me a better athlete?
Yeah,
than
what
LeBron
does
James?
make
Well,
what-
That's the important
I
question.
imagine because you said you have a micro penis, so you're probably more aerodynamic. Is that?
Well, no, it's because like my muscles and my adductors don't have enough like they have more room to grow.
yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I can deadlift. way
Really?
more
Okay,
than
well,
my
hold on
muscles.
now. So like babies are the best athletes because like they have their muscles have all the room to grow.
Yeah.
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 I actually do want to hear like a little bit more. So you're a better athlete than this guy, because you have more room to grow than him.
Do you not?
basically what
wait,
you're
do you
saying.
not know who LeBron James is?
LeBron James, yes.
Mr.
Yes.
James.
Okay. All right. So if you define athlete as like how much are you able to lift off the ground? Yeah, my deadlift is better than LeBron James's, but fucking who cares? He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Like that's what his sport is. Basically So height is only a benefit in sport as long as height is a benefit in that sport.
Okay.
So, for example, like in lifting, height doesn't help you; it can harm
Yeah.
you. Like
Yeah.
if you are 6'8", you're gonna be a shit ass deadlifter, like just because your mechanics are wrong. Like
Yeah.
so like it's very very complicated. Sports is very complicated. Determining fairness in determining fairness in sports is very complicated. But you'd be surprised to learn that like trans people in sport is not as complicated as you'd think.
It's been going on for a while now too, like since like a few decades now. I think like it's not a new thing. There's been trans people competing for quite a bit.
I seriously don't want this to turn into like an
actual serious discussion.
Well, I mean, there's
like
always a little bit of
for a channel.
I mean, look, there's always like a little bit of seriousness, and a little, it's mostly like shit posting, but sometimes we touch on serious topics and the things. So I just thought it was interesting. That's all, know.
I'm fine to talk. I just don't want.
I think we all do serious topics. Actually, I have no idea. I do some serious things. I do some comedy things.
I just don't want it to be unfair to everyone else. But that seems shitty to other people.
No, this will just be the Jingles, the Science Lad advertisement hour. We'll just have you. So.
Yeah, then we'll go to the next person, and the next person will all just.
We'll all do our individual spiel.
Yeah, you want to talk about natural language processing? That's what I study. So.
Fuck yeah! Hey, fuck yeah!
That's fascinating, actually. Yeah.
That's our closing statement. So let's give it like actual, legitimate, impassioned, like what we're all about. That seems awesome to me.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Then in the meantime, I guess we could go back to jerking off if you guys want. And
do you think that's mutually exclusive?
I haven't. Yeah, well,
I think that is a form of jerking off. Like if we're all talking about the topic that we're actually knowledgeable about, it's like
trust me, I've seen like self-promotion that was way more offensive than jerking off.
Self-promotion, it can be way more offensive than jerking.
Jingles. Has anyone talked about intelligence divisions in sports?
No.
Oh.
That sounds scary.
Because
it's like you have to be able to know where the goal is, basically.
Yeah, because fuck intelligence. Intelligence is a dumb motherfucking answer. All right. You know who some of the best goddamn mathematicians on the planet are?
Idiots.
High-level athletes. What is a high-level athlete other than someone who is doing like real practical applications of physics in real time?
Yeah.
Well, that just seems like it goes to my point where there should be intelligence divisions because the people are obviously having intelligence is a huge advantage in sport, right?
It can be.
What about it? How does intelligence work out with jacking off?
Oh, because you have to like position yourself in the right ways. You have to like set the exact lighting. You have to set the exact diameter of the dildo that you're using.
I use the
No. If you can come on command, you automatically gain like 30 IQ points.
I think honestly, the most intelligent people are probably the ones who are most time efficient with their jerking off, right? Because who wants to waste 8 hours jerking off
because you got shit to do.
Yeah.
What about if you're sex toy negative? You said a dildo. What if you're sex toy negative? What if you're against sex toys?
Well, then you're un-American and you're probably like in jail. So,
is there an argument against sex toys?
I don't know. Like Royper, I was on a panel with yesterday, kind of made some, but they weren't real.
Yeah.
The argument, like, it's not a good argument. The argument would be something like, well, if you're using dildos all the time, then you're not going to enjoy the real penis, and you're going to hate your husband and date a robot instead, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, which is like, I mean,
maybe your partner should just be better. If a robot can replace your partner, there's something fucked up. Okay?
I'm sorry, all of you can vibrate your penises, right? Like that's just
I have to use it. I have to get assistance of a toy, but
yeah, we've established that I have a micro penis, so I just put in earbuds and like play a really heavy bass song, and
it's like the movie Baby Driver, where he has to put in the
Yeah.
I think that's what's about, right? I never saw it, but it's about a guy jerking off. Right?
Dangles can only come on the 5th beat of his favorite song.
Oh, dude.
No, because most songs are in 4/4, and it's such a hard, like, I can't come no songs are in 5/4, because obviously not. So, no, I cannot
songs
come
in 5/4.
ever. If you come on a song that is 5/4, if you listen to a song as 5/4, I hope you get arrested.
Damn.
Crazy.
Guess arrest me because I listen to him all the time.
My God.
I'm sending the drones now.
Yeah. I'll
So one of the
help.
people who was gonna be here, told a story about how they accidentally jerked off and they came all over a dog by accident. Do
Is
you
this
think?
Blaine Crossan?
Shane. I think he did it to his cat. Shane Dawson did it to his cat, but he
Yes.
did it on purpose, right? Like if you're jerking off and your animal like your pet runs in front of you while you're coming, like, and it hits your pet, is that bestiality?
No.
The
That was a
answer
very
is
fast answer.
It depends if
You
you're,
want
are you,
to give us some background about it? Have you done
I
this
need more
before? Has this
bourbon.
happened to you before,
the
Lefty
thing
Al?
is, like, it depends if are you a utilitarian or a virtue ethicist? Because if you're a utilitarian, effectively, yes, it's bestiality. But if you're looking at the virtue of the act, then it's not. It depends on what your meta-ethical framework is, really.
I'm more curious
Jangles
about
just
why that answer
disappeared.
was so quick from Lefty. He was
Jangles
like,
died.
no.
I killed him.
He said he'll be right back. I heard him.
Okay.
He won't be right back. He's dead. I killed him.
So I see your shirt says "Between the Buried and Me." Is that where you like to jack off?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I like to rub my dick against the rotting crotch of a dead person,
Yeah.
and that's where I come, just like on their
Are we
stomach.
considering necrophilia like a dead body a sex toy? Is that?
Well, do you believe in ghosts? Because it's a
I do
spirit is still
not.
happening. Okay.
But
No,
that's a
yeah,
good
no,
question.
I think it's that would be masturbation for sure,
Yeah,
right?
because it's
they're
an
not
object, right?
they're
They're
not
just
interactive. Yeah.
Yeah. They're dead. We already claimed that dead fishing, right? When you're having sex is masturbation.
That's the ultimate dead fish.
Yeah, that's the ultimate. It's the actual. They put the dead in dead fish,
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you were having,
and then that's why Einstein said the thing about the fish, because dead fish, fish. So
if you have sex with
got it.
somebody, if you have sex with somebody while they're alive and they die while you're fucking them, is that necrophilia? And you keep fucking them, is that necrophilia?
yes, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're probably dead fishing. Well, it's not even sex, right? It's masturbation.
Uh-huh.
What if they were trying for the first half and then they died and they couldn't try anymore because they were dead?
Right.
Yeah, they had you in the first half.
So it's like halfway, yeah.
I hope this never happens to me. I feel like just us speaking this into existence is gonna make it happen to one of us. Very scary.
Yeah.
If it happens to me, then I'm gonna be the dead person.
Oh, well, we'll all make sure that we visit your funeral. Okay, we'll be there for you, buddy.
Went out the way he would have, or would
Who's
have
dead?
wanted.
Wait, who died? Who's dead?
We're talking about is necrophilia masturbation?
Well, what we're saying is that we have to go to Lefty Owl's funeral and jerk off to his corpse. Like, I think we've all agreed that that's the right thing to do.
No, I don't think so. No.
Why
To my corpse.
So basically,
you
what the
don't-
question,
If you don't, you're going to hell.
basically what the question was, Jangles, is that if you're banging somebody and they're alive for the first half and they're trying real hard and they're doing real good and they have a heart attack and die and you keep having sex with their body, is it necrophilia? Is it masturbation? Is it like, what is it?
He turned off his camera.
Listen, I think it's pretty obvious. Earlier, I don't know if he's here, but again, we already claimed that dead fishing is masturbation, and so therefore it's not sex, right? I don't think necrophilia is possible with this definition. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, here's the thing. An additional thing. It's like, are you disrespecting that person if you don't use their body to come afterwards? If they're like, oh yeah, baby, I want you to come so badly, and then they die and you don't come, is that you're kind of disrespecting them, right?
Well, you got consent for them alive. You did not get consent for their dead body.
Wait, do you not ask
So
people,
you're
hey, in case
raping
you
them.
die?
You're raping
Oh,
them.
Hold on now. I always ask. I say, hey, when I'm fucking somebody, I'm like, hey, look, if you die during this, I need to get my nut, and then they're usually like, yeah, sure, of course.
It's a little weird to
You
bring
gotta
up.
ask consent.
I actually had on a serious.
Yeah,
note,
speaking of this,
I actually had a girl pass out in the middle of sex and like apparently it was a normal thing for her to pass out if she came too
Are
hard.
we confessing crimes on this panel now? Hold on.
No, I like immediately stopped and was just like, "Whoa, you good?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It was really fucking strange.
Okay, just so we're all clear, it is not legal or moral to have sex with people when they're passed out. So
Oh,
we're
no.
okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
like I said, I immediately stopped and was just like, "Are you okay?" And
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
very
but the
bizarre.
question is like, what if they die? That's the question,
Well,
right?
it feels like a corpse
Anyway.
can't consent or not consent. You know, it's kind of neutral there.
Well, if they're dead, you didn't get consent from the dead body, so
But it's like an object at that point, right?
I mean, it used to be living, so
I guess.
you
I
raped
don't
a
know.
dead body.
No, a corpse can't consent or not consent. Okay? If you go to like a graveyard and like dig up a
Oh,
corpse
just
and like
because
have
it
sex with it,
can't consent, it doesn't mean it's not rape. So if why are we even defining anything as rape then? If it can't consent,
Oh no.
no, it can't. It doesn't have the concept of consent. The consent does not apply. It's like fucking like a watermelon or something. Like it's not. There's no consent involved or non-consent. It's non-voluntary instead of involuntary.
Yeah.
if you fuck a tree, the tree doesn't have the concept of consent. You're still raping the tree.
No.
What? No,
Wait, hold on.
that's redefining what rape is.
No, it's not, because you didn't get consent from the tree. It's like if you do it to a goat. Goat can't consent.
But a tree,
you're raping
but
it.
a tree is a conscious being.
Well, a goat's kind of on the edge there. You know, it's at least a goat can react negatively in some way. A tree doesn't have any kind of.
Yeah, that's
trees
even
aren't sentient.
worse. That's even worse.
Well, then by that logic, like if I dig a hole in the ground and fuck it, like I'm not getting consent from the dirt. Like, how far are we gonna go?
So
with
it has to stay there in the same position and not react.
Well, what if I fuck a fleshlight? Am I raping the fleshlight?
Yes, 100. I guess by this definition, you are raping the fleshlight, right? Raping the person the fleshlight is modeled after.
Millions of people committing rape against fleshlights.
If you get a boner inside of your pants,
Oh, no,
you are
Jingles.
literally raping your pants.
Jangles, you good, Jangles?
Why?
I think this topic broke him.
I think it broke me too. I was not expecting it to go down this route. I was not expecting this at all. Wow.
Route?
Very good, discussion though.
I would like it to be known that I came back to this topic.
You came? You
all right?
came?
Yes, and also I arrived back at this topic.
Okay.
I can't wait for the
No, I was
climax,
not.
honestly.
Well, I'm on the downhill.
No, it's past the time. We're into the post-coital cigarette.
We're all
Yeah,
just
I'm either in the afterglow or the regret, depending on what your post-coital phase is like.
No. It's the post-nut realization and disgust of like what you just
Post-nut
did.
clarity?
Yeah,
Oh
post-nut
shit!
Post-nut determinism,
This-
man. That's my political ideology. Post-nut
Every time,
determinism.
before I go on any political panel or talk about politics, I always jerk off beforehand. So that way I have that post-nut clarity to be able to talk facts and logic with people. I know that you probably do that too. I know that you, before you do science, Jangles, I know that you like to do a good pre-jack off, you know?
Yeah, you
I
get,
mean,
extra
wait, well,
points.
so-
You get
and
extra
sometimes-
points during the debate if you jerk
Yeah,
off beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes we like our time management skills aren't the best, but I would just like to acknowledge that all of us have like on our cameras, it's like from the chest up, right?
Yeah.
Because like sometimes,
You've got me.
yeah, like sometimes you like don't remember what time you're supposed to come on.
Yeah. I mean, some
Mr.
people
Stardust.
arrive late for a reason.
Some people leave
Cool.
early.
Some of us are professional, all right? All right.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter if the camera's on us or not. We can get what needs to be done done.
True.
Very true. Very true. The perseverance of the human, the perseverance. I mean, if like
It's
truly,
really inspiring. Yeah.
yeah. Well, hey, it doesn't count
We're
as
inspiring so many people right now. I hope you know that. This is
Look, if you are according to infrared, right? Masturbation is wrong, and as long as you don't come when you masturbate, it's not a sin. So, I think that the perseverance that the average human has to like yoink their dong until they're at climax and then not climax, that's true perseverance. That's some fucking interstellar shit, man.
okay.
That's some
I
anime protagonist level shit right there.
I have a
Yeah.
question for everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
let's say you're thinking about somebody and jerking off, right? If you don't imagine them having an orgasm, are you a shitty imaginary lover? Should you
I feel
have
like
to
you could do
imagine
better.
their yeah?
I
You have
feel
to
like you
imagine
could do
their
better.
finishing.
At that point,
But what
you
else are you
display
imagining?
Well, you just if you just imagine, like you pump your sperm into them and you just leave. Maybe it's a pump and dump kind of thing.
But then
And I
it's
feel
like,
like the thing is, before I fantasize about like fucking any woman, I imagine myself eating her clitoris for at least 45 minutes. While my face hurts. Okay, I think that's just what you have to do. Otherwise, you're just a shitty person.
I thought you were like actually eating the clitoris, like just like have it on a plate.
Oh no, please. Please, I can't. Wait, is Jingles okay, he's okay.
You okay?
I'm just like, is that what you imagine? They're just laying down.
Just my
Yes,
face.
he's into dead fish, right? We're going back to this again.
Like, I will impugn you not for the morality of your jacking off, but for your lack of imagination.
You know what? That's fair. I need to get
All
more
right,
creative.
if you have a crush in your mind, if they don't have dragon wings, 2 submachine guns, and 3 dicks, as well as 4 boobs, what are you fucking doing? The
Why-
real world is out there. You can see a regular fucking person if you just talk to them. But you know what? Your imagination is waiting to see your 4-boobed, 3-dicked goddess.
It's got to be a vulva with a tongue like inside of the vulva that like sucks you off at the same time. It's fucking like we all know.
I want a Flame Dramon, all right? A Flame Dramon from the series Digimon Season 2, all right? I want a Flame Dramon who takes you, all right? And he's a billionaire because obviously he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire and he takes you to his like hotel in Scandinavia because it's in Scandinavia because obviously, like I said. And then he's a bad boy, like he like treats you like shit, but then you can fix him. You fix him over the course of like 8 minutes and then you have sex and it's the best thing ever, all right? That's what imagination looks like.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the topic of this?
I forgot entirely.
know.
Where am I?
I have no
I don't
idea.
remember. I've gotten lost in the beauty of
But-
your speech.
Yeah,
really
that was very inspiring. I think we've gotten to a point where we can like, if you guys want to give your spiels to your ending spiels, I guess. Obviously, I'm still going to continue the stream, but I figured I'd open up like the stream to anybody who wants to join. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to like shout yourselves out before that happens. So, and I'll shout you out in my chat.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. So, you guys want to do your spiels or whatever?
Yeah, I wanted to go left to right. Jingles, do you want to go? Then I'll go. Then Sam the human, and then okay. Go on.
How about Sam? Would you like to go?
Yeah, I can start. My name's Sam the Human. I'm an AI researcher. I research mostly natural language processing and signal processing. And I'd like to talk about AI and politics through like a leftist lens. You'd probably call me like a sock dem. But I usually try to not stick to too many labels. But yeah, you can find me at Sam the Human Boy on Twitter or Sam the Human on Twitch.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'm Jazz Grackle. Jazz Grackle on Twitter, Twitch, and on YouTube. I do politics. Like what I try to do is I try to have discussions with people that I find interesting. I've had discussions with everyone from an ex-police officer to an otherkin, and I really enjoy having that back and forth with people. And I feel like I want to get out of the like very hardcore kind of blood sports debates and into these like fruitful discussions, because I think we don't have a lot of it. I think it's a lot of fun to learn from other people. My politics are basically social liberal. So I'm friends with communists, I'm friends with people on the left, I'm basically super right wing if you're on Twitter, but in most of the world, I'm, pretty to the left. And I'm just been doing this for a couple of months now, and it's been fucking a lot of fun. And I look forward to see how things go. Yeah.
Cool.
Left to style. I'm the left's resident audiophile. I do politics streams. I do debate panels like this. I play drums sometimes. I'm probably gonna play drums after this stream. And as I said before, I'm doing a interview series where I interview LGBTQ people. So if you're LGBTQ, hit me up.
I'll hit you up, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Hell, motherfucker, we're gonna talk about audio stuff, all right?
Hell yeah. Let's jump in your in your server and
You
talk audio
motherfucker.
file shit.
Okay. Jangles, what is your handle on Twitter? On Twitch, sorry.
I gave my opening or my closing. My handle on Twitter is SJW Debates. Want you to let that process for a second. Both my names were thought of at 3 a.m. while drunk because I don't have a problem.
Nice.
But I have a channel. Lots of debate. I have a channel where I do so I do a lot of debates, as in SJW Debates. So I do a lot of debates. I've debated Maya Yiannopoulos in the past. That was fun. I've also done a lot of videos that I'm very proud of, including a video on system justification theory, which is really interesting, which the lead author of that study tweeted it out and said it was good. And also that trans sports video that I was plugging earlier, there's a chance. So the lead researcher of the Tavistock Institute in the UK, right? Do any of you know what that is? Tavistock Gender Clinic UK.
Sure,
Ringing
yeah.
any bells?
No clue.
So they're okay. So they're like the biggest gender clinic in the UK, or at least the one that's in the news the most. But their lead researcher on their athlete, their athletic department or something like that, got in contact with me, and we're trying to turn it into an essay. We're trying to turn it into an actual publication. So there's a chance that a fucking idiot YouTuber who's an idiot who looks like me might have made something that might turn into an actual legitimate scientific paper.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Is it okay if I steal that study on Sci-Hub?
Which study?
So if you write this paper, do you mind if I get it off of Sci-Hub? Or
Absolutely
should I have to pay
not.
it?
That is theft. Right? If you use the site Sci-Hub, which is spelled SCI-HUB, all right? If you were to Google that, all right, you would find a site in which you could post the DOI of any study. The DOI, when you find a study, it's going to be towards the bottom of the top of the study. The DOI is like what the internet's address for that is. If you were to do that and post the DOI into Sci-Hub, you could get the full access to any study that you want for free without having to pay $40. All right,
Yeah,
so
but
don't go to
advocating to do
Sci-Hub.
that. I'm not advocating to do that here. Okay.
No,
No.
I'm saying
And all the
Jazz-
scientists and researchers have already they've already been paid for that, and nobody's losing money. But it's still think about the morality of it.
All right, so 100% of every cent that a journal get, all that goes to the researchers who actually did it, and that's why literally all researchers decide that, you should pay for the journal that I had to pay to be into, and you shouldn't go to Sci-Hub. You shouldn't go to Sci-Hub. You shouldn't look up the names of studies or the DOIs of studies because that's illegal.
Yeah, well, you need to help pay for those study applications, the grant applications that we have to put in. We have to pay for those, application fees to put them into journals to get them peer reviewed. Oh, it's amazing,
Knowledge is not meant for the poor, okay?
And when you hear statistics of 70 to 80% of researchers use Sci-Hub now, those are lies from the capitalists or communists. Who's the bad guys?
Capitalists in this case.
Capitalists. Okay, yeah. Those are lies from the capitalists, right? Yeah. Those are lies from the capitalists. Absolutely. Like researchers hate Sci-Hub because no, for serious. Like researchers, actual scientists love Sci-Hub because they don't want their fucking research to be like paywalled to the masses. No, they want their research to get out there. All right.
Of course, yeah.
Do so.
Thank you for
And that's
helping.
also why a
Thank you
lot
for
of
helping my Sci-Hub plug.
Yeah, they also a lot of researchers will release white papers, which are before they're peer reviewed, and you can get access to them sometimes. There's like a lot of websites that aggregate for them. So
That's cool.
Wow.
Science.
So
Yeah.
let's make fun of some people on the open panel, I guess, right?
Yeah. Hey,
We're
does
gonna talk some
anybody
shit.
in chat want to join the open panel? I don't know.
Yeah,
if we
back
have-
on here. I'll stay on for another like I don't know 20, 30 minutes, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I got 10 minutes because my husband wanted to watch BoJack Horseman again.
Aw.
Hell yeah!
I
What
gotta head
episode?
out,
We've,
but
we've
I
watched it
love
before.
talking to
But
all of you.
Yeah, thank
Hey!
you for
Sorry.
joining
I
us.
head out. I love talking to all of you. You ever
Hey,
guys
I
wanna have a
followed all of you
conversation?
on here.
Okay.
So
If you ever want to have a
I need to
conversation,
follow you.
you can
I'll follow you back, buddy.
What
you
is
can
your
DM me on Twitter or on Discord, and then
and
Yeah,
the
I'll
human
conversation.
boy.
I already follow Jangles.
yes.
So, yeah.
Do you follow me, Jangles?
I think so.
Do you follow? Are you following
Yeah.
me, Jangle?
I am.
All right, hold on. Let me follow you back.
You weren't following me before.
I did, but you know.
I'm a big fucking deal.
Here's the thing. I think like because we were on a panel before a few months ago, or whatever that was, right? And you didn't follow me back, and I got like really like shitty about it. I'm like, well, fuck you, Jangles. I'm not gonna follow you back.
Wow.
It was like a spite thing. I was like, fuck you.
You know what? That's fair. I respect that. Don't follow someone if they don't follow you back.
That's right.
Have some self-respect.
I think Jangles followed me first, and I followed him back before I even knew who Jangles was.
Wow. I just saw it. The first time I saw Jangles was you. Actually, you mentioned it. And you was like absolutely wrecking Biolinopolis. I thought it was fantastic, and I was like, this person the best. Yeah. So.
Oh,
And
thank
God,
you.
he was so fucking mad the whole time. It was hilarious.
I debated him so good that he turned straight.
I feel like there's probably something problematic there, but all right.
No, like he saw a gay man who was like better at debate than him, and he's like, "Well, that was my only claim to
We're
fame." So
done. Yeah. I'm out.
not only was I gayer than him, but I was better at debate than him.
Well, now you're
Pretty
definitely
dope.
gayer than him.
All
I
right.
saw a kid with bisexual shorts on today. It was pretty interesting. He was like 5, but he had like the bisexual colors. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It made me feel weirdly as a bisexual person. It made me feel like I'm like, oh, the children support me. That's great. And I didn't tell the kid obviously. I'm not like,
Yeah.
I
you
don't know what
hey.
bisexual shorts are.
Oh, it's like the bisexual flag,
Yes.
but it's like it's that, but the shorts are the flag colors.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right,
Hey.
who's coming on the chat? Hello?
Hello, Lisa?
Thrash
Hello?
and Bash and Lisa.
Oh,
Building up
Is that a
suspense.
siren? Oh
Yeah,
no.
that's on my end. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's building suspense. Everyone sit in silence. Look at your cameras.
Do 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 do.
You okay, Lisa?
We can't say that at the same time because the lag, like you
Yeah.
can't sing at the same time. That's the worst part about Discord. If you want to like sing something, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Who is that? Jazz, who is that?
Oh, yeah, it's Mochi. It's my cat. Say hello.
Hi, Cat,
Baby.
Mr. Cat, Mrs. Cat.
That's Mrs. Cat, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I would die for her.
I would die for her too. Yeah.
I would die for her. Booker, where are you?
All right, love you. See you later. Oh, big boy!
Big baby.
Big boy! Hello!
That's a big cat.
Hello!
He's a big boy. And
What happened to our guest?
I think she's having some issues with it. She's saying it's not giving her permissions, but it should give them.
Oh, this happened to me too. Yeah, okay.
It's a cat stream now. Who cares?
It's a cat stream.
Isn't that right, Booker?
We should turn into a drum stream.
Do it.
All right, yeah, for sure.
It's a story like, so I met my husband talking about BioShock,
Nice.
the video game. Like, neither of us knew that the other one was like interested in dudes. He's bisexual, I'm gay. So neither of us knew that. So we talked at a get together with friends for like 2.5 hours about BioShock and how much we loved that video game. And so yeah, the second time we saw each other, it was at a gay bar. Like, oh, yeah, I'm hitting that. And then we got together, and now we've named our cats Booker after the main character in BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
And Jack after the main character in the first BioShock game.
Aww.
And this is Booker. He is
Booker is
wonderful
adorable.
and sweet.
That's so
He's a nice cat.
Oh.
He is a little fat asshole. I love him so much. I would die for him.
Aww. Wow.
In doing that, hair is all around my desk now. Like it is, it is in the light. It's in my my.
Can I
ring light.
tell you about the advantages of having a hairless cat? Because that is one of them. No,
I think that I know. I think I can guess.
But here's the thing. Here's the fun fact. She gets pimples. We have to like pop her pimples. She has to get a bath like every week. Like it's
Okay,
yeah,
so that's
she gets oily, so we gotta like wash her down and stuff.
okay. So that's horrible.
Yes, popping a cat's pimples, man, I can't even imagine. I
It's
can't
amazing. You
imagine.
gotta-
I don't know.
Like-
I don't know. I was about to say like when my husband gets a pimple, I'm like. Not in a sexual way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
All right, Booker. You are an asshole. You are a little bastard. Look at you. Look at you being a little bastard on camera in front of everyone. Asshole.
Well, I think let me see.
I'm waiting for some.
Yeah, I think Lisa's having some audio problems or something.
I'm sorry, Lisa.
It's always the worst.
Yeah. But I think this is a very successful panel. Thank you guys for joining me.
It was a lot of fun. I had a great
Yeah,
time.
no,
I had a lot of fun.
I did too, yeah. I had a lot.
Honestly, I was worried because I haven't been on your panels before that this was like a serious panel, and I just was gonna come here with jokes while we're all like very seriously discussing like fireworks and jerking off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like such an asshole. Like,
No, usually we do a little bit of both, you know. We go on both extremes, so yeah. It's good.
I firmly believe, unironically, this is not part of the joke, that comedy is a great vehicle for like actual thought processes and discussion.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
if you are allowed to be funny,
Yeah.
it can tap into something that's actually like worth discussing. So
Yeah.
comedy is
That's
awesome.
That's why I like.
oh yeah, you can like. Well, it was like not to get like super nerdy, but like wasn't that like why gestures were a thing in the first place? Is to like bring shitty news to kings and things like that. It's like a long history of being able to like make hard to swallow pills happen. Like it's
Even
really good.
clowns
So
were
everyone-
the original purpose of clowns were to like be satirical of like the status quo and maybe point out what's wrong without facing repercussion. So
So
Yeah,
the
that's why I like-
an actual humor theory is something called benign violation theory. It's when
Mhm.
you violate a social norm, but in a way that is deemed acceptable. So
Yeah.
it's like this mix of like you can't just like do something horrible. It has to
Yeah.
be acceptable to the audience, and that's what makes something funny. It's
But
the
here's the thing:
simultaneous.
like you can't murder somebody, but if you say a one-liner before you do it, then it's fine usually.
Yeah, it's something as like simple as a pun, which is like you're
Yeah.
violating the social norm of expected
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah.
But it's different. But like, think about every joke. Like, there's a norm that is like being set up, and then you're subverting it, but it's not going too far.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
comedy can be a great way to like push social norms because you're like saying like, hey, I'm violating this social norm. That's what comedy is, but I'm doing so in a way that it's like making accessible to you a perception of things that might be acceptable outside of that social norm.
And
So
see, this is what's fascinating. Do you guys know what an anti-joke is? This is
Yeah.
what's kind of fascinating about
Yes.
that concept, because what you're saying is essentially there's one line of thought you're going down and it's diverted and that's the joke. But if you're expecting to hear a joke, it's quite fascinating by having the actual normal line of thought go, it becomes a joke all over again. And what this brings us into is like how much art is context dependent. Like, yeah, if you have an orange neon sign randomly and like, you know, in the woods, no, it doesn't matter. But if you put it up as an art piece, I mean, this is basically anti-humor to me is like the Duchamp of jokes, right? You know?
Yeah,
That's one thing I really like about Bo Burnham is that I feel like he does that so much more often in his comedy than most comedians, because most comedians will like either just punch down or just tell funny stories that have happened in their life. Whereas Bo Burnham definitely has that sort of transgressive personality and how he, you know, does social commentary through his comedy.
Stardust, are you gonna get mad at me if I do any more self-promotion whatsoever?
No, of course not. I think that your stuff is very interesting. So. Yeah.
Okay, so first you should get mad at someone if they do self-promotion, all right? Like have some more like quality control. But also my newest video that my husband is editing, and he is 1, very handsome, 2, very talented, 3, has a great butt. He's doing the editing. And it's about Bo Burnham's newest special, Inside. I love 2 things. I love comedy as an art form, stand-up comedy in particular. I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
The microphone that I have back there that I normally use, but that I use for this is a Shure SM58. If that means nothing to you, good. It's the microphone that is most often used in like live performances and in particular stand-up comedy. That's why I got it. I love stand-up comedy, and I love Bo Burnham because he is the exact same age as me. We have not the exact same problem.
Did you see 8th grade?
No.
It's so fucking good, dude.
I want to. Like Bo Burnham's
Jangles, we need to get together a watch party and watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, if you can get a hold of it without me paying for it, fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
I'll send you like $3 if you want it.
I honestly I agree with you. I think that's kind of like we've definitely tackled some interesting concepts on this show before, just based off of what meme we're doing that week.
Also, I think it's really interesting how like context dependent humor is. Like we made the fucking Chinese joke like earlier in the panel. It's only funny because we all know that none of us are actually xenophobic. Like it's like it only works because of the, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I made 2 videos with lots of scientific sources on humor.
Yeah.
Because Jazz 100% correct. Like context, like the rhetorical triangle, like your character and the logic of a joke and the emotion of a joke, all of that like plays into how funny a joke can be. And if you think that someone might be racist, a racist joke isn't funny anymore.
Hey Jangles, see, I'm obsessed with comedy and humor in like the same way that you are. If you ever want to come on my stream and like have a chat about it, it'd be fucking magic.
I will come on your stream to talk about humor. I'll come on the Leftist Al stream to talk about like equipment and also to watch other things. And I'll come on Stardust stream again because I've had a lot of fun tonight.
It's been lovely. Like, anytime you want me back, I'm here. It's awesome.
I'm just really happy because like I said, it does lead sometimes to more interesting, like serious questions. Like we debated one time how much a banana should cost, right? And that turned into like a whole economics like debate. But yeah, I mean it's
there's one I saw an advertisement. There's one you did. It's like, does God live in your asshole? What's funny about that is that like that's actually a very serious,
it's a very philosophical.
What?
Yeah, so one of the first ones I pumped out, one of the very first promo videos I put out for like CHAOSCAST debate was if God is omnipotent and omnipresent, does that mean he's in your asshole right now? And that was like the debate topic, and it's like a whole philosophical thing, you know.
Well, what's great is like the way that came about is basically an atheist debater person being shitty and was just like, oh, does God in your asshole then? And then like to give it to the Catholics, a bunch of Catholic philosophers were like, hold on. That's a good point. Let's fucking discuss this.
I don't know all that. I actually don't know all that backstory. All I know is that I was thinking about assholes and God.
Here's
you touched on a real philosophical conundrum. It's really good.
Here's the Jangles guarantee. I'm an idiot. I won't know enough about that topic to ruin it. That's the Jacob's
Yeah,
guarantee.
hey, the same for me. It's the same for me because
No.
like I don't know enough about any of these things. I just like put like really ridiculous questions out there. Like who thought that like what makes a pizza? What is a pizza would turn into like a metaphysical debate itself, you know? Like that itself is crazy. It's crazy. But this stuff is so
Well,
much fun. Yeah.
hey, I had an enormous amount of fun. Like seriously, this is one of the most like the most fun I've ever had on a panel.
Aw.
I want to get in contact with all three of you again. If
I'll
the
message
other
you.
two, yeah, if the other two were here, I would also say that to them. But talk to me about comedy, talk to me about audio equipment, invite me on more comedy panels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here because my husband is mad at me.
Oh
All right,
Because
no.
I'm
lovely.
supposed to be off here 30 minutes.
Good
He's not
luck.
mad at me. It's to make me look better.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
okay,
Just
I
blame
love
it
you
on
all.
him.
Have a good night. Okay,
You too.
bye.
Bye.
See you, Jangles.
All right,
Yeah.
so are we not doing? Is anyone in the chat room who wants to pop in and say some shit? Or are we?
I don't
No.
think so. I think it's a, I think. Oh, wait, let me see here. I got a message.
I
Okay.
like that I can't hear the drums. It's just a silent drum.
Oh no, I'm just warming up a little bit. 'Cause
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna be drumming for my stream.
Nice.
Well, hey, I'm gonna go. I'm
Yeah,
probably
okay.
gonna shut down then because I'm a little bit
Well,
tired. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was
Yeah,
lovely.
thank
And
you
if
for
anyone else wants to
joining.
have me on their streams, I'll show up on
Yeah.
anyone's stream. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Guys,
Yeah, thanks
thank
for
you
having me on.
again. Have a great one.
Y'all too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, let's see. That was fun, guys. Very, very fun. Thank you for joining. Let's check what's going on. On Twitter, nothing new on Twitter. And yeah, nothing new anywhere. So good stuff, guys. I had a whole lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great night. Oh wait, let me raid somebody. I almost didn't raid. Let's see, who are we gonna raid? Much love to you too. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is super fun. I think this is like the funniest one that we've had, probably. Definitely the funniest one. Okay, let's see who is live on Twitch. I'm going to raid. I think I figured it out.